welcome to this preview battle reports.
War indeed.
You didn't go into a big war, did you?
I didn't. I'm saving myself.
Welcome back, Chef.
Hello.
So we have the mighty Codex Orks finally here. Thank you, Games Workshop.
Calm down now.
Still technically
Calm
in
down.
October. Are you calm?
It's October. I'm calm. But then I'm not an Ork player, so I don't have.
That's a kind of a white lie, though, isn't it? You do have Orks.
I do. I don't have them painted.
Yeah.
So
this will be fun. So we've been diving into this book. First of all, thank you, Games Workshop, for giving us the opportunity to review it.
As always.
Amazing. So if you're watching this now at the time of release, it's available for pre-order right now.
Yes.
So technically it will be out in November, but we are still technically in October.
It's October.
October.
Yeah, it's still October.
Very cool. Now, we do have, of course, a battle report featuring the Orks.
Yeah.
And we're going over all of the Ork stuff, very
Within
within reason, very shortly.
I'm sure most of it's already up on the community site by the time this is released.
They've already been previewing with articles, exactly. So, in fact, I tell you what, because no doubt you Ork fans are really, really keen to get diving into this, so let's do that.
To literally get their teeth into it.
That's right.
They're going to pay their own teeth for it.
They're going to pay their own teeth because that's the Ork currency.
That's the Ork way.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's the Orks list in this brutal battle report coming up next. Folks, let's get into this. It's time to get those choppers bloodied. Although you're not running the blood axes.
Nope.
You're running the
Evil Sons in honour of Iain, who has very, very generously allowed us to use his army.
That's right. So if you don't know who Iain is, he runs White Shark Gaming Studios, which are epic, which provide us with the terrain for cast of players, which he can also do as a pre-painted set, actually.
Yeah, as well as lots of other gubbins that he's sort of sent us over the time.
All of the resin bases here. Joe's Iron Warrior's got a lot of Iain's bases in there as well.
My Seraphon, when the Age of Sigmar starts going, is all Iain's bases.
Lovely temple bases, they're really cool.
Loads of really, really cool stuff. And if this army looks familiar, there was a couple of games that he played on here in 7th edition against myself, but you also may have seen this army in White Dwarf.
Yeah.
It was in White Dwarf. I can't remember when it was, actually.
It was quite recently.
It wasn't
only like 2 months ago.
Yeah, it wasn't a long time ago. So, he's got a massive, massive collection. Yeah. And
15,000 odd points.
Yeah, it sounds about right. And he's very generously allowed us to use it, some of it today.
Yep.
And so in honour of the Mad Doc himself, I will be running Evil Sons. Now, some of you are probably following the Warhammer community stuff. Chances are they have previewed this already.
Yeah.
But for those of you that don't know, all of them, they're getting clan cultures. They call them clan cultures.
Yep.
With a K and without the E at the end.
Because they're proper cultured.
Orks. So we'll run over the stuff in a minute. Why don't we do the list first and then sort of explain some of the thinking behind it and some of the stuff about the book
synergies
itself.
with new stratagems and so forth.
Exactly.
Yeah. So just before you dive into the list stuff, because no doubt there'd be lots of people that are commenting, wondering if I was going to unveil the new Studio Ork army. I can confirm, of course, there is one on the way. I deliberately waited a bit because I wanted the new kits to be released.
Yes.
Basically, I had an inkling that there might be new kits for Orks, so I paused it. And now that we've discovered that there are indeed some new kits, specifically vehicles and so forth, now I will be adding that on to the Ork Studio army. So you can expect to see a regular Ork army on the channel very, very soon. But for the time being, as you said, right into the list, 1750 points, although yours is a little under.
1749.
What you going to do? So you're running the Evil Sons clan culture. Why don't we kick off with what that does?
Right, so the Evil Sons clan culture gives +1 movement, or +2 if you have the Speed Freak keyword, which is basically any of the new vehicles.
Yeah.
Sadly, not the old vehicles, not the trucks or the
doesn't go on the trucks.
Doesn't go on trucks or battle wagons. They're not speed freaks. Yeah,
I actually missed that.
Freaks.
Okay.
They still get +1 move.
Yeah.
As well as +1 to advance and charge,
which is huge.
Which is really, really strong, I think. But speed freak units get +2 movement instead. Not +2 to advance and charge though, but +2 movement. So that means your war bikes, being speed freaks, now have a 16-inch move and +1 advance and +1 charge.
Yeah, I think it's one of the the more powerful ones. I personally rate it very highly.
I really quite like it. I think it's a dark horse culture. I think because this is my initial thought was going. It's a bit mediocre.
No,
like it's a bit meh. Like +1 movement, okay. +1 advance, okay. +1 charge is nice, but okay. But when you start digging into it,
well, you're running it with 90 boys near a boss who's got here we go. So he gives them the allows them to advance and charge.
Yeah, exactly.
Now my boys are very fast, and then with the new here we go rule, it's not reroll failed charges. It's re-roll any of the dice from the failed charge. So you don't have to re-roll both dice.
Yep.
So you roll a 6 and a 1, you go, yeah, here we go, I re-roll the 1.
Yeah. So before where you'd have to re-roll, you failed, let's say that was an 8-inch charge, you rolled the 6 and the 1, you'd have to re-roll both dice there, or use a command point.
Right.
Now we would go, it specifies, because I think it's in the designer's commentary, it says, what happens if I have an ability that says re-roll something that has multiple dice, and the designer's commentary says you must re-roll both, or the FAQ, whatever it was.
Yeah.
The Here We Go specifies you can re-roll any or all of the dice.
Yep, huge.
So you re-roll that one, so that means your entire army basically gets a free command point for re-rolling charges every turn. Which is huge!
Yeah, it's really
so
good.
then you combo that with the +1 charge on Evil Sons, and suddenly you're starting to see
Makes
where this is
a
going.
huge difference, yeah.
So that's the culture. So we're running a battalion and a spearhead. I know, it's supposed to be speed freaks, but I'm running a spearhead. That's just the stuff that we've got.
Yeah.
Now, I really did want to use some of the new...
Yeah, the new vehicles.
The new vehicles, some of them are so good.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, in terms of model-wise, they're amazing.
Yeah.
But...
Scrapjet is absolutely
they're incredibly good for their points.
Scrapjet is one of my favourites.
The Scrapjet, I think you'll see a lot of, and you'll see a lot of another thing, which I'm going to go over in the list as well, I think. But, yeah, Battalion and Spearhead. So in the Battalion, I have a war boss on bike who has a Power Claw. And now I'm taking one of the relics, the Killy Claw, the Dead Killy Claw. It's basically the claw of a corn soul grinder.
So cool.
Yeah.
So cool, yeah.
But it's essentially, it's a power claw, so ×2 strength, -3 AP, but does flat 3 damage, doesn't have the -1 to hit,
and wait for it.
Rolls all failed wounds!
Oh, just saying. And you hit on 2s anyway, right?
Okay!
So hitting on 2s,
Yep.
rerolling
5
failed
attacks
wounds,
at strength
flat
12.
3 damage. Thank you very much. Now, there's another interesting thing here. Well, it's not that interesting, but we've seen it before, is what I mean. This is currently an index option you're taking, is that correct?
Yes, so I'm trying to shy away from the Forge World stuff. I'm trying to shy away from the index stuff, but unfortunately, some of the stuff in the Codex doesn't exist anymore in terms of that. So a war boss on bike doesn't exist anymore. Right. And the reason for that, in my opinion, is because they brought out the Death Killer War Trike, which is the new war boss on Trike.
Who's awesome.
Who's amazing, but I don't know the dimensions of him. We don't like to proxy stuff on here if we can help it. Yeah. So I didn't want to use the war boss as a War Trike, which is a shame because the War Trike has some amazing special rules.
It's true. I mean, to be fair,
he's probably about the size.
He is about right. And to be fair, this is technically a trike.
It's technically a trike, but I've written the list. I'm not going to change it now.
No, just to be safe.
But it is. It's a shame because the kit is absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
It's bristling with guns. You know, I mean, we're not...
He uses his jet as a melter gun.
He uses his jet as a heavy flamer. Or like, so he does like a handbrake turn, scorches you, and then his free shotguns that his mates are loaded up with, as well as his snagger claw and even his basic claw in combat. I mean, he's no slouch in combat. No. I mean... He's got 5 attacks at strength 7, hitting on 2s, -2, D3 damage, no minuses. So it's a slightly it's not an as strong power claw, but it rerolls all failed wounds.
Yeah,
actually
inbuilt, which is huge.
Rerolling failed wounds and hitting on 2s, I think is personally better than hitting on 3s at strength 12.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's still flat 3 damage. It loses out on an AP.
Yeah,
But also his war applies to vehicles and bikers, not infantry.
Yes.
So the normal war boss applies to infantry only. The index war boss applies to bikers and infantry.
Yes.
Because he's on a bike. So he's going... So you will need to potentially look at that depending on if you go to an event and they specify Codex only.
Yes.
And I think some places are starting to do that.
I seen.
I've heard and seen a few places are doing Codex only.
Yeah. Well, that ETC does that straight.
Oh,
out.
do they?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Didn't know
There you
that.
go.
So the Speed War, which is the War Trikes ability, applies to all vehicles, now including Death Dreads and things like that, which is hilarious.
Which have gone down in points.
They've gone down in points.
Yeah.
And on bikers, so they can advance and charge. Now you start combining that with your speed freaks, your evil sons rather. You see where we're going with this. You've got a 16-inch move, a minimum 2-inch advance, but more likely it's going to be 3 or 4, and then your 2d6 re-rolling +1 charge. You're probably going to get first turn charge.
Yeah.
With
Plus
a lot. Because this is a 6-inch aura, with a lot of your army, you're going to get.
Plus this
It's
very
very
strats
strong.
we'll discuss, which can help you even further. Cool. So that's the index option.
That's the index
it's
option.
It's the only
So
one that we've taken in this army.
Yeah, it's the only one that... oh, no, I think there's one more index option, which I will cover in a moment,
Okay.
and that is the big mech with a custom force field. And you might be thinking, but Chef, what do you mean that's an index only option?
It's because the new one comes in Mega Armor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So just to sort of to you've got the old model, which they don't produce anymore.
Yeah.
With a custom force field.
It's interesting. Yeah.
Is no longer a codex option because they don't make the model anymore.
Right. Yeah. That's the reason.
If you want a custom force field, it has to go on the Morkanaut, which has gone down in points, as has the Gorkanaut.
Yeah.
Quite significantly as well.
Which is good.
Quite a lot.
Yeah.
And their weapons have improved as well. Your big mech comes in 2 varieties. He's in Mega Armor or he has a shock attack gun.
Yeah.
That shock attack gun, and I have taken one because they're fun.
Yeah.
They're not, I would not say the optimal choice. This is not an optimised army. This is just to try and show a little bit of everything as much as we can.
Still got some
1750.
teeth though.
Literally. So the big mech with shock attack gun is just a big mech with shock attack gun.
Yep.
That's it. So I have another index choice, which is a big mech with custom force field, and that is just purely because, again, I don't think we had one in Mega Armor with a custom force field, sadly.
It will also synergise with stratagem, which he might use.
Potentially,
maybe not.
It's expensive. Again, we at the time of filming, we don't actually know what Warhammer Community have previewed at this point. So if we do repeat anything that you're thinking, but they've already talked about this in the week, well, we didn't know. Yeah. Sorry. We as good as we are, we don't see multiple days in the future.
No.
So that is another index option, but the rest is pure codex.
Okay.
So those
are 2 HQs.
Those are 2 HQs.
Yeah.
For the battalion, I have 30 boys on foot with choppers and sluggers and a power claw on the knob.
Cool.
Now these boys have gone up. They've gone up in points.
But only by 1.
Rightfully so.
Yes.
In my opinion, as all horde-based infantry should. In my opinion, because...
Well, because they're overtaking.
They're just very good.
Yeah,
they're very
too
good.
cheap.
Yeah.
And now that you've got your cultures, which are essentially free rules, you know,
It
actually
kind of-
going up the point, they're still
very,
well
very
worth it. They're better than they were before.
Oh,
that's the thing.
Ooh,
They are better than they were before.
Very much
even
so.
with the point increase. So it's like, you know, you're paying 7 points a boy now with whether you take him with a shooter or whether you take him with a slugger and chopper.
Yeah.
Well worth it.
100%.
I would still often expect to see 90 of them. Yeah, true story. You know, or a mixture with some grots as well, because they've got an amazing stratagem as well to help them out. But yeah, 30 of them.
That's 30 of them.
Right.
And then I've got 2 units of 10 with shooters.
Cool.
There's a big chopper on the knob. And they're inside trucks. Now, another little change from the index to codex. Trucks come with a big shooter. That's it. No rocket launchers anymore.
Sure. Yes, I don't think it comes in the kit.
I don't think it comes with the kit. I know people converted them up. The Ork army that you spoke about, I've converted up my trucks from Tauroxes because they're the first Ork vehicle built by the Imperium, let's be fair.
Right.
So, you know, I might need to do a bit of jury rigging if I ever get around to actually doing that army.
Sure.
But the trucks, I think, you know, the trucks are basically the same as they are on the index. They're just cheaper.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. Again, the same problem that I think all transports have, apart from wave surfers, because no one likes wave surfers.
Yeah, very good at that.
So, you know, I think stat-wise, they're identical. Their special rules are pretty much identical. They're just cheaper.
Yeah.
And they're a nice, nippy little thing. Ironically, not speed freaks.
Yeah, but you still get the +1.
You still get the +1.
So
which
kind
is
of
nice.
it works anyway. Yeah.
Which is actually, I think, quite a nice little callback to like old 3rd edition upgrades, where they always, because they were a fast vehicle, so they moved to 12, and you could give them the red paint job, which gave them +1 move.
Yeah.
So now it's basically the same. It's like it's a red paint job, which is great. So that's the battalion, and then we've got a spearhead. Now, In that spearhead, I have a weird boy. Identical to the index, they just have more powers.
Although the War synergy,
yes,
has just changed. That might be interesting for those guys to know.
Yes, so the power of the War ability, which was the Weird Boy's ability to draw on the nascent power of the Green Tide. Previously, it was for every 10 Orc models within 12 inches, I think, would give them +1 to casting. And if you rolled a 12 or more after this bonus, you would automatically perils. That is still the same, but with a few extra caveats. It's up to a maximum of 3 now. So you can't just go +9 to cast.
Yeah.
You can't deny, basically. Yeah. And Gretchen do not count.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people were just going, I'll just have a 30-point battalion of Gretchen, just give him +1 because it's nice and easy.
And that's +1 per 10 Orc models.
Yeah, so if he's standing next to a 30-man unit and they're all within 12, he gets +3 to cast. But that means he's periling on a 9.
Yes.
On any roll of a 9.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a double plus the 3. He'll still peril on a double 6.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, it's risky, but, weird boys are there to do one of two things, really, in my opinion. They've got a new psychic law, psychic discipline. You're still only ever going to see Warpath and jump.
Yeah. Those are still probably the best ones.
+1 attack is so solid.
Yeah.
Plus deep, teleporting, super solid. There's a few really nice things that you can do, like give a character +2 strength and +2 attacks.
Yeah, you can do some especially if you put that on like the War Trike or something.
Yeah.
You can do some nasty stuff. He is quite interesting actually.
Yeah. But I think if you're only running one, you're going to be running the jump.
Yes.
Or Warpath if you've got like a really specific plan in mind.
And they can still only cast 1 power.
Yes.
There is a stratagem called Warphead.
Yep.
Or Warphead as they call it, which gives him an additional power and allows him to cast an additional power every turn. It's only 1 CP.
Yeah.
So if you just wanted to run the 1 but have a bit more psychic flexibility, you could do that. Or you could run 2, whatever. But yeah, look, interesting choice. Definitely still good at buffing with things like the jump and Warpath.
The jump, Warpath. Funnily enough, I'm using the jump.
Oh, there you go.
I've got 30 boys on foot. I'm going to be de-jumping them. Which again, ties in nicely with Evil Sons, because you're 9 inches away, but I get +1 to charge.
So are you going to make him a Warphead?
No.
You're not. So you're just having the jump.
Just the jump.
Got it.
So no Warpath, no de-jump.
Cool.
And that reminds me, actually, a lot of people were saying on the last battle report that I did, this is just as a general rule, a few people were saying that you can't use an ability on a unit and then redeploy them with something like the jump or Veil of Darkness.
Yeah.
That's not true.
No.
That's an ETC rule.
Yes.
There is a rule about stratagems.
Yes.
But that's for things like Tide of Traitors or the Unstoppable Green Tide.
Yeah, and it specifically says, this is in a 40k FAQ, and it specifically says when a stratagem...
Not a relic, not a psychic power.
No.
If I'm wrong about that, I apologise profusely, but please quote your source.
Yeah,
because I can't find it.
Well, yeah, and I see the reference in the FAQ.
Yeah,
so basically it came up because Gate of Infinity, if you put Gate of Infinity on, say, a Dread Knight who's had Heat the Prognosticars,
under ETC
put
rules.
him on him. Under ETC rules, you wouldn't be allowed to do that if you Gate of Infinity to him.
He would lose those bonuses.
Bonuses. But actually, in the main rule FAQ...
That's nowhere to be seen.
So,
again, if we're wrong, then give us a page reference.
Yeah,
if we've been playing...
I want to know.
Yeah, for sure. But as far as I'm aware, that's an ETC only rule.
Yeah.
But to tie that back into... So I couldn't do... Let's say I had a unit of... 30 boys and I cast a Warpath on them and then I cast a jump, that's fine.
Yes.
Let's say I had a unit of Orc boys and I cast Warpath on them and then I used the new stratagem that Orc boys get to basically do Tide of Traitors once per game.
Ah, the Green Tide.
On a unit of Orc boys. You think Tide of Traitors is scary? Try it with 30 boys.
Yeah, any battlefield edge.
Yeah. Oh yeah, any battlefield edge within...
They reappear.
6 inches of it, 9 inches away from it.
Can only do it once per battle,
It
folks?
specifies,
It is 3 CP as well, isn't it?
Doesn't matter. If you've got that one Orc boy left alive, you're going to go, I will probably burn 5 command points to make him auto-pass morale and then bring him back on your board edge.
Yeah.
Surprise! So yeah, another really tasty stratagem.
It's really good, yeah.
And then, so then I've got the... another HQ in that spearhead is a big mech with shock attack gun. Because it's fun, I don't think it's like an optimal choice, but it's fun, and I'm waiting for the day where someone does hit with everything at like strength 11 and just does 63 mortal wounds on something.
Yeah.
It'll be hilarious. Now, I think that is actually something slightly different. I think in the index, correct me if I'm wrong, is that if you rolled an 11 or a 12, it did D3 mortal wounds instead of its normal damage.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Now it's in addition.
Okay.
So if you've hit with, say, 5 shots on its heavy D6, you're doing 5d3 mortal wounds in addition to your 5 strength 11 or 12 minus 5 d6 damage shots.
Yeah, that's quite nasty.
Yeah.
But you need to roll well.
But yeah, I mean, it's an orc, you know. He's got to... But Daka does apply to that.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
So Daka means 6s to hit. You generate an additional hit die when at range.
An additional shot.
Additional shot,
not
exactly.
Hit. It's
not hit, no.
That'd be really good otherwise.
Exactly.
Oh my
and
God.
then additional shots don't generate additional shots.
Of course. Yeah.
But yeah, that's another inbuilt rule.
And they always hit on 6s.
Yep.
There is
Unmodified.
Yeah, you can be minus 7 to hit.
Doesn't matter.
Mr. Alatok Hemlock.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Which brings me on to my next unit choice. Probably the most improved unit that I have ever seen.
Tell me.
And probably one that you're going to see a minimum of 6 of in every Ork army going forward in the competitive scene.
Tell me.
The tractor cannon.
Oh boy.
Okay.
This is quite something.
This is okay. I cannot fathom how this made it through playtesting. I'm throwing that out there now. I cannot understand that with the way that it's written. Maybe it's going to be FAQ'd. Maybe it is going to be FAQ'd, but who knows? Right, so it's a heavy one.
Yeah.
48-inch range.
I think that's how it made it through, because it is just one shot.
Sure.
But my goodness, one shot.
It's heavy one.
Yeah.
It's 48-inch range.
Yeah.
Strength 8.
Yeah.
It's minus 2. It's D6 damage.
So it's a missile one.
So far, so crack missile.
Yeah.
Okay. You can only take it on the mech gun.
Yep.
So it's, I think it's 6 wounds, toughness 5 of a 5-up save.
Yeah.
Nothing spectacular. It's crude. It's crude by Grats.
You know, that's okay.
Okay. It automatically causes crash and burns on vehicles that fly.
Yeah, if they're destroyed.
If they're destroyed by that shot.
Yeah.
Now that's all similar rules, not just crash and burn. So if you hit a vehicle that can fly, for example, a wave serpent,
Yep.
it automatically explodes.
Yes. Right.
Automatically. There is no dice roll.
No.
Auto explodes. In addition, if it's a vehicle that can fly, it essentially becomes melt. You roll 2d6 for your damage and pick the highest, and you think, okay, chef, this is good. This is quite nice. This is quite nice. It automatically hits anything. Anything.
Oh.
It doesn't need the fly keyword. It doesn't need to be a vehicle. No. You see that unit of 5 Terminators? I automatically get them.
Auto hit.
Yeah.
Auto hit.
45 points.
So this is the pinnacle. Yeah, it's 45 points. This is the pinnacle in Ork technology at dealing with flyers. Now, I think they're extremely good.
I think they're
extremely good.
Beyond incredibly good. Now, okay, they have they're a single mod. Well, this is the thing. You take
the thing is, it is one shot. But the fact that you get 2d6 picking the highest on that damage makes them so incredibly reliable.
It's the auto-hitting.
The only thing you're rolling for, really...
is to wound.
That's the real variable. Because when you're rolling 2d6 picking the highest... I mean, to be honest with you, though, I really like the fact that Orks have it. And I'll tell you why. Because there is a massive prevalence of modifiers to hit and flyers and, all this sort of jazz. And this is a really hard counter to it. Whether it will be seriously meta shaking, yeah, maybe.
I personally think it will be.
Even Tau players, not that they've Riptides and everything, have got fly keyword, Tiger Sharks, if they're running that Forge Rod stuff. I mean, this is it's a bit of an eye-browsing moment when you go, you're auto-hitting?
Yeah, with a non-flamer weapon. And I think this is the thing
at 48-inch range!
That I just don't get is... This is supposed to be an anti-flyer thing. It was always meant to be, because
which is cool.
It's and the fluff of it is just it's a giant tractor beam that goes and just drives it into the ground, which is awesome.
Epic. Yeah, I really like it.
What I don't get is why that then automatically hits, say, a rhino.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Now, if it was this automatically hits units with the fly vehicle keyword is -1 to hit against every other unit, any other unit.
Right.
You know what? Okay.
Yeah.
If in fact at that point I would say maybe keep it a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, I think all of a sudden that takes a huge hit. I'd make it cheaper.
To make it automatically hit everything in the game
Stuff
is just so grim.
It is really grim. But do you know what? I'm going to reserve my judgment because it'll be interesting to see how they go in this game. Because how resilient are they? That's the thing.
So,
see, for me, it's like it comes down to that, and I don't know. I mean, look, it sounds pretty resilient. Like toughness 5-6 wounds is pretty good.
It's not too shabby
for their points.
Yeah. But this is
they're incredibly
But
good.
this is the other thing. It's the points for a start that
you compare it to a Space Marine with a missile launcher.
Well, he's 40 points. And he has to roll to hit. And he's...
no.
Let's not
Do you
talk
know what
about...
I mean? That's why I'm excited to think about it.
Let's not talk about Space Marines.
Okay, we're not talking about Space
Marines. But this is the other thing. Because of the way that the mech guns work, they do actually have some inbuilt resilience. They're toughness 5, 6 wounds, 5 up save.
Yeah, only a 5 up save, but...
Sure. They've changed slightly from the index in that the Grok crew are always counted as part of the model. Yeah. They're just there as counters. Iain had built them already with them on the model, so actually it works out quite nicely. You always measure to the gun itself. Yeah. But they have an inherent survivability in that the first time the unit's set up and you can take 1 to 6 in a unit, they've got to be placed within 6 inches of each other, and then they're separate units. So sure, they give away kill points quite easily, but any firepower that you shoot at one is wasted once that one is dead.
Yeah, so a heavy burst cannon shoots it, it's only shooting 1.
That's it.
So it's not spilling across.
You can't, and that's the thing. You'd think, okay, yeah, sure. Well, mate, against Castellans, cool. Your Castellan's going to kill 1 artillery turn, and then they're going to pound you with 4. 4 that are left.
Yeah.
Wounding on 4s, you've got your shield, but then it's going to be d6 damage in there.
Yeah. But I mean, it's tough. It's tough because it is just one shot, and if the thing has a decent save, like if we're talking something like a Castellan who could rotate his iron shield.
Yeah. But then it's the sheer fact of just going, well, it's 225 points for 5 of them.
But it is cheap.
It's so cheap. That's what
I guess the key thing is that because they are so cheap, it's almost like, well, why wouldn't I?
Yeah. Why would I not run?
But look, they fill a massive gap.
And they do fill a
gap. And like I personally am a massive fan of it because I just want to see the Orks on the table in a big way. Whether they will show themselves to be too much. Well, I mean, this game will be very interesting.
It will be very interesting.
I want to see how resilient they are.
Yeah, I don't think they're resilient in the traditional sense of going.
No, but they are because
they're spread out. Yeah, that's the thing. You can fire a battle cannon at them. Your battle cannon will probably kill one.
Yeah,
but
all right.
Then that battle cannon's not. It's that battle cannon could do 18 wounds and would have gone. Oh yeah, I would have killed 3 of them. No, because
you only killed 1.
But that's
all right. So you only got 4 in this game.
So I got 4 of them and taking 2 units of 2 to help fill out the spearhead, and I have a battle wagon.
Nice. What does that do?
So the battle wagon is pretty much the same as before, but it's got a hefty points drop, like a 45 point drop or something.
That's cool because I think it was too much before.
It was too much, and there's 3 variants of it now.
Yeah.
So there's your standard battle wagon, which is your customized. Think of them as like the Carnifexes, actually.
Yeah.
You've got your standard Carnifex, your combat Carnifex,
your Thornback,
and your shooty Carnifex. Yeah. And you kind of got the same thing. You've got your battle wagon, which is your customizable, starts 20 capacity, but if you give it a kill cannon, which I have.
Yep.
It goes down to 12. You can give it hard case to increase its toughness, but it's not open topped anymore, which I haven't. Because inside I have 10 burner boys.
Oh, hello.
So it's a bit more customizable. It can only take 4 big shooters as extra weapons, and it can take a death roller, which is much improved.
Yep.
So before the death roller was, I think, strength user -2 damage 1, but you could only ever make 3 attacks with it.
Right.
But it added 3 to hit, whatever it was. Now you can make as many attacks as you want with it.
Yeah.
You add 3 to hits roll, so you're hitting on 2s in close combat.
Nice. Really good.
Strength +1 -2 damage.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some cool stratagems to synergize with as well, like doing D3 mortal wounds on the charge and making it charge 3d6 inches.
So that's your basic battle wagon. Now let's combine that with the new version, the melee version of the battle wagon, which is the Bone Breaker, which is basically the same as a battle wagon that automatically has hard case and a death roller.
Yeah.
It's the same points in that regard.
Yeah.
But it loses a bit of that flexibility. So what does it gain in exchange for that flexibility? D6 attacks on the charge.
It's nice. It's nice.
And then you've got a gun wagon, which is your shooty version.
Yeah.
And it's basically, it has the standard Lehman Russ turret thing of if you move or move less than half, you shoot your cannon twice. It's okay. I mean, the rule.
You're still hitting on 5.
You're still hitting on 5 with Daka. So I mean, it's not going to make a huge difference because it's only on your cannon, your kill cannon, or your zap gun.
Right.
You're probably running a kill cannon for the multiple shots on that. Because the kill cannon's quite nice. Heavy D6, strength 8, -2 damage. It's a bit more consistent, but less AP battle cannon.
Yep.
With only a 24-inch range, though.
Yeah, true.
But all the wagons ignore the heavy movement for moving, so that's neither here nor there. That's another thing that we forgot to touch on with the Evil Sons.
What's that?
They ignore the minuses for advancing and shooting assault weapons.
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, absolutely huge.
Which ties in very nicely with the next unit.
Tell me.
It's 2 units of 10 war bikes.
Oh!
Because they also received a bit of a points drop. Not a massive one, but reasonably significant.
Yeah.
And they're all equipped with 2 Daka guns as standard, and a chopper as standard, and a slugger as standard.
Strats give them a -1 to hit.
You can give them a strat. Now, interestingly, the strats for the -1 to hit apply I have to do it at the start of my movement phase.
Yeah, so it's
not in
reactive.
reaction.
Yeah. So, yeah, so that is interesting.
It's interesting. It's interesting. Mentioned the burner boys, mentioned the bites. I think that's the list.
Yeah.
1749.
Yeah.
So
pretty balanced. You've
relatively
got
balanced.
a bit of everything. It does feel quite Evil Sunsy to me.
Yeah.
Because you got a couple of mechs in there as well. You know, they'll be repairing all of the vehicles. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, look, we covered Evil Suns in pretty good detail there. What's the Warlord trait that you've gone for? So no doubt we'll see that.
So the Warlord trait that I've gone for is, so the Evil Sons one is quite nice, I must admit. Speed Freak, appropriately named. Your Warlord and friendly Evil Sons units within 6 inches of them can charge even if they fell back early in this turn. Quite nice.
Cool. For
a hit and run style army. I, however, have gone for Cunning but Brutal. At the start of the first battle round, but before the first turn begins. So this is I could not have the first turn and go, well, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
Your Warlord. Remove your Warlord and up to D3 friendly clan units from the battlefield. Set them up again as described in the deployment section of the mission you're playing. If you pick a transport, units embarked inside remain so when it's removed and set up again.
Yeah, really
super strong.
Really strong, yeah, really good.
Very, very good. So I've gone for that because I think that's quite cool.
Yeah.
To just go, I don't think of it as or they've like actually been really sneaky. They've just gone redeploy.
Yeah.
They've seen the enemy coming in and just go, right, over on the left flank, lads.
Yeah.
Because they are kind of brutal. There are some nice Warlord traits. There's a few that make you scratch your head.
Yeah.
But
let's get your thinking cap.
Yeah, well, I mean, that is
that is a thing as well.
That is a relic. That is a Blood Axe relic. So, I mean, why don't we touch on the clans quickly whilst we're here?
We'll do a quick coverage of some clans.
Yeah, so you've got 7 clans, if I can find them. Evil Sons we've touched upon. Then you've got, so that's red ones go faster.
Yeah.
Of course they do. Then you've got Goths. No mucking about.
Yeah.
Each time you roll an unmodified hit roll of 6 for an attack with a melee weapon made by a model with this culture, immediately make an additional hit roll against the same target using the same weapon. They cannot generate further hits. So they get Death to the False Emperor against everything.
Yeah, cool.
Cool, very nice. Now, an interesting thing about that,
and
an interesting thing that's related to some of the other weapons, is that specifies on an unmodified hit roll.
Yes, it does. So again, we've seen a little bit of a theme here for these orcs, and I wonder if that's indicative of what GW might do going forward, because I totally agree with that as well, by the way.
There is a way of getting +1 to hit quite easily with orcs. It's the knob with the war banner still gives a +1 to hit bubble. So I mean, they were probably thinking, oh, that might be a bit too good, but it's quite easy for chaos to get +1s to hit, but it's a bit more limited against Imperium. But it relates to some of the weapons because they're custom weapons, so that basically they're plasma equivalents. They all specify on an unmodified roll of 1 to hit, not on a roll of 1 to hit.
Yeah.
So again, we may very well see at some point this change to plasma weapons overheat on an unmodified roll of a 1 to hit.
Which would be good.
It would be good. Yeah. It would be good.
Really
I think they might need to adjust it a little bit further so that it's just, if you roll an unmodified 1 to hit before or after rerolls, because it doesn't make any sense to me that you can roll a 1 to hit and then a captain next to you goes, no, shoot better, and then it doesn't overheat. I think it should just be, if you roll a 1 to hit, it goes.
Oh, wow, you'd make it like that?
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You get the reroll, and if you hit, that hit still goes through, but because you already rolled a 1, it goes.
Oh, that's brutal.
Well, I personally, I don't see what's wrong with that, because that's the way that plasmas always generally work.
Yes, no, I get it. I mean,
but it's only because we've had so much in terms of rerolls now that you
Yeah.
don't see plasma actually doing as much.
Yeah.
But again, it's an interesting thing that we're starting to see the unmodified wording.
Yeah.
In
it is interesting, yeah.
Then you've got Bad Moons. They're armed to the teeth. Reroll hit rolls of 1 for attacks made by models with this culture in the shooting phase.
There you go.
They've got lots of flash guns.
Cool. And bear in mind, I don't know if I mentioned it, but the cultures only affect orcs. They don't affect grots.
Yeah. So the little tidbit about grots is brilliant. Grots always try to get in on the action and do everything in their power to wear the right colours or rags of an approximate hue at least, and copy the culture of their hulking orc cousins. No matter how hard they try, however, they will never really be more than servile hanger-ons. So they will never benefit from clan culture, and you can never use orc stratagems on Gretchen unless it specifies these can be done on Gretchen. Yeah. They still get their objective secured rule, which is the nature of orcs, the best named rule in the game, which is "This is ours, Zogoth."
Yeah.
Brilliant,
yeah.
Which ties in nicely with the next one, which is Death Skulls, lucky blue gits, because blue is obviously a lucky colour. Models with this culture have a 6-up invulnerable save. In addition, you can reroll a single hit roll, wound roll, or damage roll for each unit with this culture each time it shoots or fights. So again, something like that might be quite nice on those, but they're Gretchen. Right. So you cannot have that on a unit of mech guns because they're pure Gretchen.
Doing something like that on, like loads of Death Dreads and...
Yeah, nice on Death Dreads.
There are some really interesting builds that you can do. So I really quite like the book.
And 6-up invuln is across pretty much the whole army is not shabby. It's
not shabby.
Always gives you 6-up.
Comes up, yeah.
In addition, all infantry units with this culture gain the "This is our Zogoth" ability, even if they do not have the troops battlefield.
And that's the real cool thing. Yeah. For me, it actually almost lends itself to doing those Orc Walker armies.
That's a cool Orc
Killer Can army. Really
That's
cool.
A cool Walker army.
And when you've got all of those rockets, and you're re-rolling a hit or wound, It's
just nice. It's nice. Now, the concern that I have with this, and this is sort of indicative of a lot of the other army books that have come out recently, is that's 3 traits rolled into one. To me.
For the re-roll to hit, to wound, or...
Well, you've got the re-roll to hit, wound, or damage dice.
Yeah, but it's only the 1 die, though.
Sure, per unit.
I mean, that's like the Tau to Saya do that?
Yeah, and they get +1 leadership. Salamanders get nothing.
So
they get that.
Yeah.
But they also get a 6-up invuln save. And they also get objective secured for their entire infantry.
Yeah, the objective secured is massive.
That's huge.
Yeah, that's massive too.
Now, I don't think it's going to have a massive impact because chances are you are running something like 60 to 90 boys.
Yeah.
Your Gretchen are going to be backlined if you're running Gretchen, but it's nice on things like looters or mega knobs.
Yeah, or mega knobs. See, I don't think I have too much of an issue with it. What I think the issue I have is that the older ones needs to be improved.
Yeah, there's
because
so
obviously
many.
This is much better.
Yeah, it's like the.
But I want the orcs to be good. Yeah. I just want the things like a salamander. They needs to get.
They get that one thing, which again you can kind of say, but they're Space Marines, so they're already hitting better with probably better. No. Yeah, no, but that means it benefits the orcs more because they're hitting worse.
Yeah, exactly, and they get a lot more models. So you're already paying for the quality of the Space Marines and the points. So that does a false economy. I think I'd give them more rules. Yeah,
and that sort of ties in again with the Dark Elder one, the Flayed Skull one.
Well, exactly, where you get the reroll ones.
Reroll ones to hit if you're inside of transport, ignoring cover, and 3 inches of movement.
Yeah. Yeah, you get everything rolled into
even one of those would be nice, and especially the ignore cover with the new stratagem.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I mean, look, I don't have an issue. I think if they rolled it all in, but
it's one on one compared to the old stuff where they got 1.
Yeah,
it's just
so
a bit.
Need to address the other stuff.
I don't know.
Chapter approved, fingers crossed.
Yeah. Then you've got snake bites because they follow the old ways, and it's basically just to prove how tough they are, and they probably bite themselves with squigs, then make themselves numb to pain.
Yeah.
They get a 6-up feel no pain.
They're badasses.
Yeah. Roll a dice each time a model with this culture loses a wound. On a 6, the wound is not lost. If they have a similar ability, you can choose which ability to use when a model loses a wound, but you cannot use both.
Great.
Fine. Yeah. It's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think of the 2 though, a 6-up invuln versus a 6-up feel no pain, the 6-up invuln and the objective secured and the reroll is better.
It's probably better, yeah. Although we'd have to look at the snake bite specific stratagem and relic because maybe there'll be other synergy
I think
there.
The relic is amazing. They're basically they're small squigs called buzzer squigs. So someone invented a weapon which is just a stick rammed into a beehive and they throw it. It's so good. It automatically hits because they're just really angry squigs. It's only got 6-inch range. 3d6, strength 5, -1 damage. After you've resolved these attacks, pick another enemy unit within 6 inches. Resolve it again against that unit.
Yeah.
Once per game, but oh my goodness!
It's really cool though.
It's hilarious!
Yeah.
It's just these bees, but they're actually squigs
Yeah.
with insect wings, and then they just get really, really annoyed and fly off somewhere else. But yeah, I think there's other things like that where there's strong tactics that make up for not as strong culture abilities, for example.
Yeah.
But then you have the Blood Axes.
The Blood Axes.
They have literally tactics with a K.
Yeah. Proper tactics.
Just tactics.
Yeah.
A unit with this culture gains the benefit of cover even while they are not entirely on or within a terrain feature if the enemy model making the attack is at least 18 inches away.
Yeah, that's an interesting specification as well, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Cover, rather than a -1 that seemed to be the vogue a few months ago.
Yeah, that's right.
18 inches rather than 12 inches. So far, so okay. But then, in addition, units with this culture can shoot or charge, but not both, even if they fell back in the same turn.
Yeah.
So again, we have this problem
It's just a hit and run tactics.
they get hit. They can only do one.
Yeah.
So it's not Harlequin level of mobility.
No.
But they can shoot or charge. So again, you're just going to decide what happens. If a unit of burner boys, you'll just go, well, I'll shoot, and then you can take my Overwatch again on the charge. If it's a unit of 30 slugger boys, you're just going to go, I'll charge you, I'll just fall back and move around and charge something else.
Yeah.
But my issue with that is that, well, let's not to use Space Marines constantly as an example, but being the first codex, well, White Scars, they can fall back and charge.
Yeah.
They can't shoot. They don't have the option to do either.
No.
So Ultramarines can fall back and shoot.
Yeah, and with a -1.
With a -1.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But as we said before, it's indicative the older books need to be
Updated.
Yeah.
And then finally, the 7th clan, which is not a traditional clan, but it's the Freebooters, you pirate orcs, with their competitive streak.
I do love those models as well.
Yeah, but
So
Flash
good,
gets got a massive improvement as well. Their guns got better. They went up in points, but they also got their 4-up save back.
Yeah. And they're seen as like the mercenaries of the Orc force, so you can take them because you can only benefit from a culture if everything's the same from the same detachment,
clan.
but they can be put into the detachment without losing
Yeah,
it.
so Flash Gits never have a clan rule unless they are freebooters. Right. So you can't have a unit of unit of Flash Gits with Bad Moons rerolling once to hit because they're kind of a bit more independent. They're too flash even for the Bad Moons.
Yep.
But competitive streak it's a really interesting one. It's very, very unique. You add 1 to hit rolls for attacks made by models with this culture if any other friendly unit with this culture within 24 inches has destroyed an enemy unit this phase.
It's interesting.
So if I shoot at something, I kill it, everyone within 24 inches of that unit that did the killing gets +1 to hit for the phase.
Yeah.
So in combat, you want to start with your small stuff. You want to go, I'm going to kill that rhino with
quick,
a power
easy
claw.
kill.
Boom! Now all of a sudden all your orcs are hitting on 2s in combat.
Yeah,
or
it's
even
incredible.
shooting. It's real good.
It's
now,
really interesting.
Now you think about all your shooter boys, your 60 shots, or your war bikes with your 60 shots from your 10 models, hitting on 4s now.
Looters. There's a stratagem in there as well, which makes Daka Daka go off on 5s and 6s as opposed to 6s.
Yes, it does.
So that means that you'll be generating an additional shot on a 5 or a 6 instead of a 6.
That's true, but again, Daka is on an unmodified roll of a 6 to hit.
Yes.
So that would not instantly
No, it wouldn't synergise with that.
It wouldn't synergise with that, but it's just a really nice general rule. But I think that is a very, very, very tactical...
It is. You could really plough things. Because I'm seeing like a unit of Flash Gits shoot something to kill it.
Yeah.
And then you put the Daka Daka on it so that you're trying to guarantee you get the kill.
Yeah.
And then all of the other units that are within, can start. There's really cool things that you can do.
There are some very, very cool things.
But yeah, that's the cultures. That's the cultures.
There's some cool stuff.
Some really cool stratagems as well. We've already touched on a few as going through that. Mm-hmm. What we'll do now is let's get into the Tallarn list. I want a fun list against these orcs today as we raid this orc village at sunset, which is going to be really, really cool.
Your first mistake.
Yeah, first mistake. And no doubt throughout the game, more stratagems will come up. But it's the Tallarn coming up next. So now we return to the 109th Desert Jackals. I'm a massive fan of the Tallarn. I think they're really cool. And I've taken some cool units today. So again, not super optimized, but super fun against this Ork village as we attack you at dusk, which is going to be epic. So this, in my mind, Major Ishrak Jalid has gotten forth a scouting company of the Desert Jackals, a strike force if you like, to attack this Ork village and lay waste to you, as is the right of the soldiers of Tallarn. So what we have is a battalion and we have a spearhead detachment. So there we go. I've got Major Ishrak Jalid. I have given him the relic, the Claw of the Desert Tigers, so that means that I've paid for the power sword and I've given him a plasma pistol. I've then taken a company commander who will be representing Lieutenant Al-Matazik, and he's got a plasma pistol and a power sword as well because it looks cool, and that's what they got. So we've got two company commanders. I have taken Grand Strategist as my warlord trait, so that's my slightly more efficient warlord trait. If you like. Yeah. So there you go. Then I've got 6 squads of Tallarn soldiers. Each of them has a single missile launcher team in there as well. Again, looks epic and gives them some utility. We then have in the elites 2 special weapon teams. So they're 6-man units. And they've got 3 plasma guns in each. And then we've got 1 unit of 10 veterans. And they have got 3 plasma guns in there. And what I've done is I've taken 3 dedicated transports. 1, you don't get to see chimeras that often anymore. 2, I think they look cool. And 3, it goes that whole desert sort of storm thing. I think that these guys would be mobilized to get here to this village. So, we'll probably use the ambush stratagem as well. Certainly on the unit of veterans, I might put Jalid and Tazik in there with the veterans, because Chimera can hold 12 models. Yep. And I can ambush them, they can outflank and get out. It'd be really, really cool. It sounds good in my head anyway. Then we've got those 3 multi-lasers and 3 heavy flamers. So actually that's quite good against the Orks as well.
It's quite nice.
Then what we have is 1 fast attack choice. Now this is an index choice. I love the models, and again it's really, really cool. Probably more rule of cool than actually being that good. But I've got a unit of 10 Rough Riders. These are known as the Spear of Tallarn. They're dangerous hunters. They've killed many Orks in their time.
Yeah.
You can hear the fear in Chef's voice.
Good for them.
They do have flanking maneuvers, so they can outflank themselves anyway. So between them and the ambushing command unit and veterans, I've got a couple of units that can pop up and surprise him from turn 2 onwards, which is cool. We then have in the Spearhead detachments a tank commander. Now he's a bit nastier. He's got a Punisher cannon, an Ork mower. Yep. He's got 3 heavy bolters. We then have 3 separate Lehman Russ for the 3 heavy supports for that spearhead, and they have got battle cannons, and they've also got heavy bolters. And that comes to 1748 points. So pretty fun, but still got some teeth like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a lot for my points.
And so do the Orks, really.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be brutal.
There's going to be a lot of stuff on the field. It's going to look epic.
Yeah, well, it will.
But I think...
Yeah, a lot of stuff's going to die real quick.
Yeah.
For sure.
Good. Yeah, because nothing really has a good save.
No, not more on my side really, other than the vehicles. So, okay, let's spill some blood in the sands. It's the mission that's coming up next. Here we are. Amidst the desert here, we have a brutal Ork village of the Evil Suns. And there in the horizon, of course, is the sun that's setting and about to set on their fate. As the 109th Desert Jackals have formed a spearhead here and launched themselves into the village proper. We do have a couple of ambushing units, specifically a unit of veterans. We have Lieutenant Almat Hazik in with the veterans inside a Chimera. We've used the ambush stratagem, so we're starting on 6 command points as opposed to 9. And we have, of course, the outflanking Spear of Tallarn, the Rough Riders deployed here. We have the bikers on both flanks, the battle wagon in the middle with the burner boys inside. Big mob of 30 boys there. Shock attack gun on the war boss's hut, which is very, very cool, with some tractor cannons on the left flank and some tractor cannons also on the right flank. There's the warlord on his bike there. on the right flank. So, what are we playing? We're playing Frontline Warfare, Dawn of War deployment, as you can see. Now, Frontline Warfare is from chapter approved. It is one of the Eternal War missions, and there are 4 objectives. 1, 2, which have to be placed effectively on the centre line in between the deployment zones. And the 4th one, just tucked in behind the war boss's hut there, which makes sense. Now, they're worth, at the end of the game, a number of points depending on where they are. Now, in the opposing deployment zone, so I'm after that one really, that's worth a big 4 points. The one in my own deployment zone is only worth 1 point to me. The ones in no man's land are worth 2 points. And so it is vice versa. Now, funnily enough, the Orks dropped first.
Yeah.
Because I've got so many drops, that's it. You are obviously aware, you heard us coming.
Yeah.
Usually the Jackals are silent, but perhaps we were being arrogant this day. Major, or rather Colonel Ishrak Jalid there in the middle, has confidently standing there in front of his tanks and the tank commander. So, Chef, are you ready to roll off for who goes first?
Yes. So.
Okay, so you get a +1.
I do.
Mr. Chef, at your leisure, sir. The Chef rolls a 2.
Well, that's a bit poo.
So +1 becomes a 3. The Spider rolls a 4.
Alright.
That means that we choose to go first.
Alright.
I think that we will.
Well, I'm going to seize then.
He's going to seize, is the Chef.
Obviously.
A powerful war is potentially going to happen. No.
Oh, what a shame.
No seizing of the initiative.
Okay.
It does appear that the Desert Jackals will be going first, but before the first turn begins, you can redeploy D3 units because of brutal but cunning. Will you be doing that?
Cunning but brutal.
Cunning but brutal.
Yeah. So it's the war boss and D3 units.
Yes.
So I'm going to
D3,
redeploy the war boss and
one unit. Okay, well let's let him do that off camera, and then we'll get into Tallarn turn 1 coming up next. We're in the movement phase, and the Tallarn Jackals are on the move. Here on the left flank, 2 Chimeras, 12 inches. And we're looking at bringing our multi-lasers to bear, perhaps against some tractor cannons here. The infantry on this flank have fanned out slightly, with perhaps an eye towards the objectives. Jalid has ordered that the middle ground must be taken as soon as possible, but we do not want to charge recklessly into the Ork lines, so we'll soften them up with some firepower first. These units here remain stationary, remaining vigil, and of course guarding the Colonel himself. The Lehman Russ did move 5 inches, 5 inches, 5 inches over here. Meanwhile, this one actually moved 5 inches, and I've cheated a little bit because I've dipped into the shooting phase here just with the orders. I did it off camera because it's just quicker for you guys. And over here we can see that the infantry have moved forward and fanned out in front of the tank commander. Now, why has the tank commander gone all the way over here? Well, what happened is he moved 5 inches, and that still wouldn't have put him within 24-inch range of his main Punisher cannon. We have then issued here at the beginning of the shooting phase, we have issued the get round behind them, which is a Tallarn order. It's a tank order, and it allows you to move, and it doesn't count towards, before or after shooting, towards your grinding advance ability. So what that means is he then moved again, and it means that he can fire his cannon twice, because he's now in range and still only counts as moving half. So there's a little Tallarn trick there for you Tallarn fans. Meanwhile, Ishrak Jalid has ordered to take aim on this unit for their missile launcher, and take aim on this unit as well for their missile launcher also. So those are the orders done, technically done in the shooting phase. Now let's move into the shooting phase proper. That's coming up next. Folks, we're in the shooting phase. We're going to open up with the left flank here. I'm just going to do both at the same time because one cannot physically kill it anyway. 2 multi-lasers from both of these Chimeras. Now don't forget they're Tallarn, so they ignore the -1 to hit. We're moving on a vehicle mounted heavy weapon. We're going to fire at this left tractor cannon here. Now, it should be noted that Chef did of course use the prepared position stratagem. So if you're not familiar, that's a new beta stratagem from the FAQ that just dropped, and it does mean that the entirety of his army counts as being in cover even if they're not in cover, and I mean the entirety. The only thing it doesn't affect is Titanic units. He doesn't have any Titanic units, so that's not an issue.
I didn't realise that was an exception, to be honest.
It is, yeah. So knights can't therefore do a prepared position.
Because that would be
horrific.
Prepared position, just hiding in their little trench.
So here we go. We've got 6 multi-laser shots. Don't forget these are hull-mounted heavy flamers, so not heavy bolters, so they're not in range, and they're opening up against this tractor cannon. Now hitting on 4s. And we have hit 5 times. Right.
Lawrence, everyone!
Breaking statistics since 1983. We then have to wound you, sir. And now, are you toughness 5 or are you toughness 6?
That's what I'm just saying. I think I'm toughness 5.
Controversial.
6 wounds. Doesn't matter.
Are you toughness 5?
No. Yes, I believe.
If you're toughness 5, I've wounded with all of them. If you're toughness 6, then I've only wounded with 3 of them.
Yeah, toughness 5.
Okay, so fair enough.
Weirdly, I picked up 5 dice.
Strange,
long before you started rolling,
tempted
because
it.
it's Lawrence rolling.
Okay, so
I got 5 up save, but 4 plus
4 up because
of prepared positions.
Okay. Not bad.
Okay.
So there you go. So prepared position's already saved 2 wounds there.
4.
So still got 4 wounds left, see? Because there's 6 wounds. So, resilient. The first missile launcher here on the left flank now, and then 3 las rifles are the only things which are in range / can see. The missile launcher will take a crack missile shot at that damaged tractor cannon. The 3 las guns can't see him, but they'll fire up at this tractor cannon. So, missile launcher didn't move, only the las rifles did. So can the missile launcher hit? No, he cannot. Can the 3 las rifles hit? No, they can't. There we go. So we've made up for the good luck on the old multi-lasers there. What I'll do is I'll fan over here and keep it rolling. I know that these las rifles are out of range. I also know that these las rifles are out of range. So I'm going to move straight onto the missile launcher. This missile launcher here will fire at the damaged tractor cannon. Now this isn't one that's had an order issued to it. So it's a straight up missile. No, that's a miss too. I wonder. I might use a command reroll on it. I know it's funny, but I'm not sure this one can see. I'll have to double check, and I know that this one can't see. So I think under the circumstances, because I don't have too many other cool things to use my strats on, I will use a reroll to hit here. Because I want to try and... it seems such a waste.
Why don't you check line of sight first?
I'm going to check the line of sight, exactly. Right, so I'm not going to re-roll it because actually, checking line of sight, I can see here because this is an open sort of boxed area. And I can see him, so I'm going to move straight onto him. Now, they can re-roll ones to hit. This missile here, well, he hits anyway. Now he goes to wound you. Now that would be a failed, but I will use my command points to re-roll that. I do get, and then Grand Strategist, can I get the CP back? No, I can't. Okay, so, it's a wound. He does get a save. It's -2 here, Chef.
6s!
No. Okay, so that is now D6 damage.
It is.
How many wounds do you have left? 4. So on a 4 or more, I destroy my first... It's a 6, people!
And that is a kill point.
That is a kill point. It's not a kill point, first blood.
Yeah, because
so
they
we
are
have
separate units.
Right, so we have destroyed 1 tractor cannon. However, bear in mind that we have pretty much fired with half the flank here. So, in that respect, not bad. We now have 1 more missile launcher that's in range here, and that also had take aim on there. He will fire at that tractor cannon. And this, incidentally, was redeployed. Yes. Using the brutal but cunning, or cunning but brutal. So, missile launcher, now it's a 1, but because of take aim I can re-roll. He then gets a hit. Can he wound? No, he can't. There we go. So, that's panned out there. All of the infantry on the left flank have fired. The multi-lasers have fired. We've got first blood at least. It's now over to the right flank. Let's see what they can do. Right, we're opening up with the tank commander now. He's moved, so he's still hitting on 3s because he's Tallarn. He can fire twice, because I've already explained how. So the turret, the Punisher cannon, 20 shots is opening up against the bikers. We're going to try and thin these lines if we can. So there's no re-rolls here. It is just straight up hits, of which there are a few. The toughness of your bikers is 5. So
did you get 17 hits there?
I didn't want to mention it, Chef. But actually, I did get 17 hits. Yes, I'm sorry.
So frustrating.
Okay, force the wounds. Now, good news, everybody. We only wound you, 8 times.
That's probably about right.
I suppose
actually.
it's about right, yeah.
Yeah.
Then we've got a second salvo and then, of course, heavy bolters. So, right, now you do count as being in cover, so that's useful. So what is your armour save now?
So it's 4+ normally, so it's 3+.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Unless I do that.
So
2 die.
Okay, fine.
They are
so 2 wounds
two
apiece.
Yeah, they're not knob bikers.
Sure. But, you know, could be worse. All right, so now let's just roll that again then. So we've got the second salvo, and then we'll do the heavy bolters afterwards. But this is the second Punisher Cannon. Punisher Cannons are really quite frightening, if, especially on Tallarn, actually. May even arguably better because you've got the mobility then. Here we go. I've made up for my obnoxious luck. Well done. That's good, because Lawrence, I was being a bit of a bad person there before. So let's make things a bit more fun.
Right, these will all wound. Oh,
no.
okay.
So 5 wounds there.
1, 2, 3, 4, mate.
Oh, sorry, you're toughness 5. Forgive me. Yes, that's right. And I did do that properly last time as well.
Yeah, no, okay. I know you did.
So force.
Doesn't matter. Still kills one.
Kills a bike anyway, but could have been.
That could have been. Oh.
We'll take that. Now the 9 heavy bolter shots at the bikers. Oh, there we go. We've evened it out, folks. That's 4 hits, and then it is 4 wounds. So these are -1.
Yeah, so 4+. 1 wound.
Well done. Okay, so 1's on 1 wound. Not bad. It's the second battle tank now. We've got 9 shots here with the heavy bolters, and the battle cannon will also be opening up, and we'll be firing twice at the same unit as well. But we're open with the heavy bolters first, so they are in range. So run to hit. 4s this time. There we go. It's about right. And then we've got 4s to wound. We do have 3 wounds there.
Okay, so -1 again. So
-1 set.
So that
Makes
kills
2,
that one.
but it does kill a bike because he was on 1 wound. Okay. We then have the battle cannon. Now the battle cannon is D6 shots, and it can fire twice. So D6 shots for the first one, 3, and rolling to hits, we get 1 hit, and then your toughness 5, so 3s. It's a failed wound, and then D6 shots on the second round of 5, 3 again. Can we hit here? It's 1 hit this time. We do get a wound. It is -2.
Is it -2?
I believe so on a battle cannon. Or did you think it was better or worse?
No, I'm thinking of Basilisk is -3 because
Yes.
they inexplicably
They made it
from -2 to -3.
Yeah. Battle cannon is -2.
Yeah. Okay, so -2, so that's
Yes.
a 5-up save.
Yes. No, and I think if I remember correctly, it's D3 damage.
though. I know that.
Yeah, so 3. So we do 2 damage there. We do kill a biker.
Yep.
And that's that Lehman Russ fired. The second Lehman Russ now opens up through the valley here and into the bikers. We've got heavy bolters opening up first. Removing the misses. Okay, bit of an obnoxious roll there from the spider. So wounds though. We panned it out. It's 2 wounds, sir. 2 wounds.
Okay.
He can do this. Yeah. Come on, the Orks.
No, I cannot.
No, okay, so we do kill a biker there. Alright, and then we've got D6 shots from the battle cannon, first round of fire, just the 1, there we go. To hits. It is a hit this time. It is a failed wound though, huzzah! Okay, and then, and then D6 shots from the second battle cannon, 3 shots, and to hits, triple hit this time. And 2 wounds, sir, at -2.
5s.
Got 1, well done, chef. Okay, and then it's D3 damage.
Yep,
it is the big 3. We've killed another biker. Unit's still alive here.
Indeed.
Looks like the third Lehman Russ will be forced to open fire. Let's see what he does. Now we have the third and final Lehman Russ. It's Sponson can draw line of sights to the bikers over here. So he's opening up with 9 heavy bolter shots. Oh, lovely jubbly. Okay, right, so he only hits twice. So could have been far more horrific. He wounds once. You saved, well done, huzzah! Okay, and then D6 battle cannon. 4 shots this time. The deadly battle cannon. Iconic to the Imperial Guard. 1 hit there. 1 wound, sir. It's -2.
No.
That is a fail. It's the D3. It's another kill.
Another one.
The second salvo from the battle cannon. D6 shots. 5. Deadly. Okay. How many hits can we score here? Oh, 4 hits. Could this be the final sounds that they ever hear? Right, it's 2 wounds. 1 for each of them, chef. Chef! That's what I'm talking about.
It's about time.
The final infantry here now opening up. We've got this unit. 3 las rifles are in range and line of sight to the 2 bikers. And then we have the missile launcher here as well. They did move, but we will give it a go. So 3 las rifles. 2 hits. No wounds. Snake eyes. Missile launcher. Oh, that was dangerous. Misses with the -1. We now have this unit. Phew. Now, again, yes. 3 las rifles are in range of the bikers, can see them. The missile launcher cannot see, though, so it's going to fire at that tractor cannon over there in the horizon. So here we go. We've got missile launcher. No, we've got las rifles. Oh, 2 hits. We got 1 wound, Chef.
And we got a save.
And we got a save. Very nice. Now, that is all of the infantry. There isn't really a big morale phase. There's only 1 unit in question here, so I'm happy to cut right to it.
Yes.
Chef,
so
talk us through it.
Okay.
Can you do anything cool here?
Yeah.
The Ork fans are willing you on. I'm willing you on.
Indeed. So normally a Warbiker Nob is leadership 7. Well, I've lost 8 guys.
Right. That's bad news.
Nice bueno.
But
however, Orks have the mob rule, which is when using the leadership characteristic of this unit, you can use either its own leadership characteristic, which will be 7, or you can choose for the characteristic to be equal to either the number of models in the unit,
2,
or another friendly unit that is within 6 with this ability, which would be those boys over there, if they are within 6 inch. Now, I don't think they are.
It doesn't appear so, but we can, through the magic of cinema here, do a live range. No.
But I have another fallback, which
What's
is
that?
The war boss, or rather, again, so this is an issue with the index, but a normal war boss has breaking ends, which is basically he can just duff them about anyone
and tell them to not go anywhere.
And tell them to not go anywhere. So this brutal display of violence causes D3 mortal wounds on the unit, but the test is considered to have passed.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
So I will take 3 mortal wounds, which is quite hefty, but better than the entire unit.
Do you want to use the CP to re-roll it, though, I wonder?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
It puts the knob down to 2 wounds.
But you figure, yeah, I'll take it as it is.
I'll take that as it is.
Okay, but I mean, at least now you've still got the knob, and he's got the power claw.
Yep.
So he can still get crumping in combat.
Yes, he can.
All right, so that's good. So we're going to see some more from him. And don't forget, folks, we do have a large unit of bikers over here. Now, in a way, it's not a blessing in disguise. Obviously, it would have been better for the Orks to go first. But he does have a very cool stratagem with the, I think they're exhaust clouds or something, where in his movement phase, he can give this unit a -1 to hit, which against guards is actually really effective.
And considering that I only have 1 unit left
alive, that's why it's a blessing in disguise.
I'm going to do it.
Yeah, because if he had had both units, he could have put it on 1, but then I would have obviously just fired at the other one. So now it's like he's putting it on 1, and I'm going to have real trouble dealing with it. So in a way, it's a blessing in disguise. So that's the end of Tallarn turn 1. We have got first bloods. We've opened up pretty well. We did nearly destroy 2 units, but it is now time for the Orks. It's time for the war. Let's get crumping, people. It's on. The war is about to kick off as we pan across the battlefield here. We can see the war boss and the Nob Biker have advanced, but guess what, folks? They can still charge after advancing, and the evil sons have given them all of the additional moving benefit that they needed. So we've got guardsmen in peril here. This truck did advance. The boys can, because they're evil sons, still fire out the top. But more importantly, because they're assault weapons, they ignore the -1 to hit.
Yes, they do.
Because they're evil sons. Here we got the battle wagon. The burner boys are inside, and yes, they are within barbecue time of the first guard rank. We have over here the second truck, also advanced, also is within range of its shooters and ignoring the -1. Meanwhile, over here, these bikers didn't advance because they don't have the war boss near them. However, with their awesome move, base move anyway,
16.
16, being evil sons, they are still within. I don't think we know.
It was 8 inches.
It's 8 inches. Yeah. Okay, 8-inch charge.
Remember, it's a 7-inch charge.
Yeah, exactly, because a +1 because evil sons, and they have here we go as well, so can re-roll a die or both die for a failed charge. So very, very cool there. So starting to see some of the Ork stuff. It should also be mentioned in the movement phase. I forget the name of the stratagem, but what is it you've done?
Billowing exhaust
Right,
clouds.
something like that. So it's a -1 to hit them now for 1 CP. So that's given them some good defense as well.
Yeah, billowing exhaust clouds.
Meanwhile, Orks have moved. Weird Boys moved. Of course, the tractor cannons have remained on the horizon there, ready to give covering fire. And the shock attack gun mechanic is ready to fire also. So that's the movement done. Let's see what he can do in the shooting phase. That's coming up next.
I didn't move him.
Ah, who did you move?
The big mech with the custom force field. I'll do him now.
Okay, no worries. So just move him off camera. But in fact, of course, it's not the shooting phase next. It's the psychic phase next, folks.
It is.
Just rolled a 5 there.
So that's
we'll go into psychic coming up next. Folks, we're in the psychic phase. The weird boy looks at the Ork hordes and casts the jump. Will Gork or perhaps Mork favour him this day? Chef?
Yes.
Go for it.
So the jump is cast on a 7.
It is warp charge 7.
But I have +3 because I have at least 30 boys in a 12-inch radius around me. I'm pretty sure it's 12 inches. I am just going to check that because if it's less than that, then I'm cheating.
Okay, no worries. You'd certainly have a +2 as a minimum.
Within 10 inches. Okay, so that might change things a little bit.
Okay. I'm happy for you to remove.
No. It's fine. So it's 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of range there.
Okay.
But I have...
So that would be 21 in range.
So that's 21, 22,
so
23, 24, 25.
And the vehicles count as well.
They do because they're Ork.
No problem. Okay.
And also himself counts as well because it's an aura effect. So
yes.
I would need an extra 4. I don't have it. Doesn't matter. It's still +2.
Okay. On
a warp charge 7.
No worries. So on a 5 or more, you get this off. And there you go, you get it. I can't deny you, sir. So it is what it is. You're about to jump into my lines. This is nasty. And there it is, the end of the psychic phase. The jump has happened. And as we pull back here, we can see the battlefield is very much now in the hand of the Orks. Or perhaps it's the fist of Gork or Mork. Who knows? It's certainly not the spider's fist, because right now we're going to go into the shooting phase, Chef, looking at a codex, a brand new codex, and that concerns me, because there will be tactics in there which I haven't worked out yet. Yeah. What are you about to do?
Well, let's start off with something fun and orky. Okay. We're going to start with the shock attack gun.
The shock attack gun!
So...
Okay, right, so what are you firing at?
Well, before firing this weapon, roll once to determine the strength of all of its shots. Well, we're going to fire at... one of these Lehman. We're going to fire at this Lehman. No, this middle Lehman Russ.
This middle Lehman Russ here.
Middle Lehman Russ.
The Lehman Russ.
The strength is
8.
Notch. Oh, do I want to command point it? You know what? I'm going to command point it.
Are you?
I don't know the number of shots yet though. No, I'm not going to command point it. This is the problem. It's so risky, but it could be potentially devastating.
Well, 8's a good base strength.
Yeah, it's a good base strength. Okay. I'm going to keep it.
I think I'm toughness 8, so...
You are, yeah.
Yeah, you wounded me on 4s there.
Indeed.
Okay.
So, heavy D6.
Oh, it would have been a 6 there, Chef! Okay, very exciting. I do love a shock attack gun.
5s to hit, but 6s I get to make another attack.
Yeah, because you have Daka on there. Okay. So, if he's got only 6... Oh.
I get 2 hits, though.
Okay, at least it's 2 hits. Okay.
4s to wound.
4s.
That's 2
wounds. He's got 2 wounds, folks!
-5.
Well, good news, everybody. I don't have a save.
Yeah!
So, and before anyone says take cover, it's been FAQ'd that you cannot do that
even if you
from a
took
vehicle.
Cover... 1, 2,
well, actually,
3, 4,
incidentally,
5.
even if I did,
matter.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter anyway. That's correct. Yes, it was always silly that take cover happens in a tank anyway. How is it taking cover? I don't get it. Yeah. anyway,
with great difficulty.
With great difficulty. Okay, right. So
damage D6.
Okay. Good luck, Chef.
I will
6, 7, 8.
Point that.
I think it would be silly not to.
Oh, it was nearly the 6. That's big though. That's good.
Big. That's 10 wounds.
It's impressive.
It's very impressive. I think Alima Russ comes with 12. Or maybe 14.
I think they're 14 in toughness 8.
Regardless, this one has just taken a crump in here from the Orks, and the massive war is erupting from the middle of the battlefield as they can smell the gasoline and, of course, the burning fuel and I can imagine horrible warped steel sound from this Lehman Russ.
Lots of scratching as grotlins appear inside.
Now are going inside them, exactly. Absolutely horrific. So, okay, good opening salvo. Let's see what he does next. So, it turns out I was right. I am occasionally right. So, it was 12 wounds, so he's got 2 wounds left. But for how long, I wonder? Because what opens up next, Chef?
This tracked cannon.
Yes.
Same target.
Oh, dear.
Forced to hit on a...
That's okay. Roll to hit.
I auto hit.
But no, you roll to hit. Ballistic skill. But Roll to hit, Chef.
Automatic
Chef.
hit. Tractor cannon.
Okay, so you hit.
I hit.
Okay, can
Forced
you
to
wound?
wound.
Now it's forced to wound. Now he's got the wound there.
-2. So you do get a save.
It's controversial.
It is. It's extremely
The
controversial.
spider rolls a 2. Now, do I use a command point here to re-roll? 33% chance of success. I mean, at this point, I'm going to let... You know what? I'm going to wear it. I'm going to wear it because, frankly, it's probably going to die anyway.
Damage D6.
Yeah.
Just.
It's got the 3. It would be first blood if you had gone first. Instead, it is a destroyed Leman Russ. Very nice work there. Does it blow up? It does not.
Aww.
But 1 Leman Russ is destroyed. It's now time for the second tractor cannon to open up. Zap onto this Leman Russ.
Just
auto
past.
hitting.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same one at the same target.
Okay.
I think is just the...
No problem. So you just want to do both at the same time?
Both at the same time.
No worries. Okay.
So 4s. There's 2 wounds at -2.
Oh boy, that's 2 wounds to save. Fail both. Now that's a problem. I will use a command point on 1 because I want to try and get a save. That pays off. Do I get the command point back? Grand strategist. No, not today. Okay, so I'm down to 4.
D6 damage.
Folks, it's a good one. He's
I'll
got
take
5. 5 wounds down on that Leman Russ. But, ooh, could have been worse. So there we go. It's 7 wounds left on this Leman Russ. And now we're panning over to the left flank. These biker boys are opening up. Now, what he's doing is, I think 7 of the bikes are firing to the rear here into these Tallarn soldiers. Noble Tallarn against these decrepit, filthy orcs. Filthy orcs here. Everywhere. And then we've got, how many bikers opening up against this Chimera?
3 on this side, you can
Okay.
see that.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Seems you're holding too many dice there. Chef.
Nope, they've got 6 shots each.
It's probably too many dice, isn't it?
Well, I didn't write the rules.
Well, yeah, you could, yeah, okay then. So, which are you firing with first?
This is
that
the
just against
7.
the infantry?
Yeah,
Okay.
infantry.
So the
I
Tallarn...
don't even know where to roll it. Let's go over there. There's some semblance of space over here.
Okay, how about here?
Yeah.
Okay, the ocean of dice falls from his hands.
Trying to actually roll it.
Now,
It's really
they've got
difficult.
Daka, don't they?
They do, so...
So let's count up how many hits you've got and then roll some misses for the additional shots.
That's really good.
That's very nice. That's very nice.
So
That's very nice.
2, 3. So that's 9 there. So
Okay, so
1,
9,
2,
so we got
3,
9
4,
misses.
5,
Normally hitting on
6,
5s.
7, 8,
I've seen
9.
the Daka rule come into effect.
So we'll
Hopefully
remove the hits.
get some more slaughtered Tallarn soldiers here. It's got a lot of hits, folks.
That was way above
Makes me
average
nervous.
there. Way above average. Now Daka does cause additional hits.
Okay,
but
so
still an
that does
extra
get 4 additional hits. Fantastic. And now these are strength 5, aren't they?
Strength 5, AP nothing.
Okay,
but it's
wounding
just...
the guardsmen on 3s here.
I mean, they're basically Tesla.
Yes.
Not a
Effectively. You just
2
dropped a
Tesla.
die over there. Yep, okay.
3 to win.
3.
So this is on that rear unit
Yes,
here.
the rear soldiers here. Okay. Oh, he failed a few of those wounds.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 wounds.
It's still
though.
13 wounds. Now, I've got saves of 5 plus here, Chef.
Yep.
Let's see if I can do a spider. For Tallarn and the Desert Jackals. Right, well, we do save 3 of them, but you had 13.
I had 13.
That means that I've failed 10. That means that unit is slaughtered. Okay, folks, now the remaining 3 bikers onto this flanking Chimera. Rolling to hit. So he's got 3 more Daka shots.
So
by the looks of it. And it looks like he's got a good spread of hits here. They're accurate, these bikers.
9 hits, so the 3 extra shots.
Extra shots,
Nothing.
nothing. Okay, so he's hit 9 times total.
Yeah,
I am toughness 7. So he's wounding on 5s this time. He's got 5 wounds there, folks.
Yeah, 5 wounds, no minuses.
No minuses, armour saves here. I do fail 1.
That's fine.
So 10 wounds down to 9 wounds, but the Chimera is still very much in the game. Next up, we have the truck. Is that right? Are we opening with the boys in the truck?
We'll open up with the boys inside the truck.
Okay, and you're firing at these Tallarn soldiers here next to Major, or rather Colonel Jalid. Okay, here we go.
Yep, so these are assault weapons, but I'm Evil Sun, so ignore the -1 to hit. So I'm still hitting on 5s.
Very cool.
1 Daka.
Okay,
Nope, so 1, 2, 3 hits there.
okay, not so hot that
That's
time.
fine, it makes up for the obscene luck over there.
So wounds.
3
It's
wounds.
got 3 wounds because they are strength 4. No minus. Guardsmen, 1 of their flak armour there helping them. So 2 guardsmen have been slaughtered here. Just remove those. Okay.
Straight onto the big shooter from the truck.
Yep.
Onto that same unit.
Yep.
1
2
hit and a
hits.
Daka. Nope.
No. Okay.
These are big shooters, so strength 5,
Yes.
AP, nothing.
1 wound and flak armour for the guardsman. No, that is another soldier slain here. Ouch. Okay, that's that. Fired. Let's see what he does next. Okay, now we have roast toasting time. It's the burners in the battle wagon on this forward rank of Tallarn infantry. This could be absolutely horrific. I'm sure it will be. They're not heavy flamers, are they?
No, so a burner is a D3 flamer,
Yeah.
but you roll for the entire squad in one go.
Yes.
So,
Which is the same as looters now. I
yeah,
believe.
exactly the same. So that
Okay.
is 30
Oh,
shots.
that's 30 hits, you mean?
Oh, 30
Mr.
hits.
Chef.
I've got my 30 dice
And
ready.
it's 3 to wounds. Is there a minus? No.
No minuses, no.
Okay,
They
right.
are -2 in combat because they flip the nozzle down and use it as like a...
Like a power weapon.
yeah, like, what are they
Like
called?
like a
cutter.
Yeah,
Like a
a cutter.
flame cutter, whatever
Yeah.
they're called.
Soldering iron.
That's the...
Yeah.
No, that...
So,
Doesn't
no,
matter.
No,
Freeze to win.
No. Here you go.
Okay, so remove... Fail. Okay. 6, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17.
17.
Slightly below average, but doesn't matter.
Right. 3, 6, 9. Yeah, the unit is definitely toasted as expected. The Tallarn are being slaughtered in droves. We now have the big shooter from the battle wagon firing at the infantry unit, which is already taking a couple of casualties.
So the kill cannon itself can't fire because it's heavy, but
Yep.
the big shooter is assault. And again, no minuses because of Evil Sun with Daka.
Daka, no.
Nope. And then 1 wound, no minuses.
Okay, 1 wound.
Killed
Yep,
another.
that is 1 slain. Okay, so it's another infantryman killed there. Interesting. Any other shooting, Chef?
Yeah, we've got loads.
Obviously, you've got your characters over here.
We've got this entire truck unit over here.
Okay.
They're going to shoot at this screening unit here.
Okay,
And the truck itself
alright.
is going to do the same thing.
Let's let him get some dice. So here it is, the truck boys with their shooters firing at the last screen in front of the tank commander here. Rolling to hit.
So 5s and 6s. We've got 1 6 for Daka. No.
Okay.
It's easier with orcs to take out the hits, to be fair.
Yes. Yeah, true. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4 wounds.
4 wounds. That is 3 killed there. Okay, so we will remove. Yep, these 3 here,
Okay.
like so.
We'll go straight on to the big shooter.
Yep.
Same target, doesn't matter.
Nothing there.
And then we'll go straight on to the Daka guns.
Yes, okay, right into that screen as well, because that could easily finish them off.
We'll do it all together
Yep.
because I don't think there's much point in not.
Okay.
2 hits,
Only
but
2
they are
hits,
Daka
but they are
Daka,
Daka hits.
which generate nothing.
Nothing. 2 wounds. That
Two
is
wounds,
2
sorry.
wounds. To save. That is 2 killed. Okay, so we will remove these 2 here, like so. Alright, so that flank's fired.
Yeah, that's everything.
That is everything. Now, he's ended up killing a good 30 infantry on the board there.
Plus the
Destroyed a
Lehman
Lehman Russ, so very, very good shooting here from the Orks. Giving us a nice taste of how dangerous the New Orks can be with these really cool clan rules, in this case, of course, Evil Sons.
Mm-hmm.
So, it will be, of course, a pivotal phase next. It'll be the charge phase.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming up next, folks. Folks, we're in the charge phase. This is how it's going down. The war boss himself has declared charge against my Lehman Russ tank commander and, of course, 2 infantry that are...
Because obviously the boss will
just
be
in
going in
front,
first.
of course. Now, I've activated my own stratagem here. I've activated defensive gunners. That puts me down to 3. I will roll to see if I can get that CP back with my grand strategist ability in a moment. However, what does it do? Well, for you folks not familiar with Astra Militarum, it means that he now hits on Overwatch on 5s, as opposed to 6s, which is very useful. So I've got 20 shots here. With the Punisher Cannon alone, That was a 6, knocked over. 3, 4, 5, 6 hits there. Fair enough. We'll take that. So 6 hits to begin with. And then we'll roll to wound you. Now, your toughness. What is the toughness?
6.
Yeah, so that's actually pretty cool. So he has 5s to wound here. Despite being strength 5. We do get 4 wounds. You've got no cover anymore. So what is your armor save here, Chef?
4+.
Okay,
Yeah.
so...
I'll take a wound.
He drops a wound there. Very nice.
Down to
Okay.
6.
We've then got the heavy bolters. 3, 6, 9. Again, we've now got 4 hits. And 2 wounds at -1 this time.
So 5s.
He does take 2 more wounds. Okay. So War Boss is taking some pain here. And then we've got the infantry. So what we'll do is we'll throw a frag grenade rather from the sergeant.
It was 1 wound on the Punisher cannon.
It was you took 1 wound of Punisher cannon and then 2 from the heavy bolter.
So he's down to 4, yeah.
Yes. So frag grenade on the Overwatch here, 4. And then we're looking at 6s. Oh, 2 of them hit. Wow. But it is 6s to wound because your toughness. I do get 1 wound there, Chef.
It was a 3.
It was a 3, so he's failed a save there.
Oh, frag
Oh,
grenade.
wow. Okay, then we've got the rapid fire from this guardsman here, the laser rifle. Both misses. We then have this laser rifle is within 12 inches, so...
I thought you were referring to the missile launcher as a laser rifle.
No. Save it till last. Both miss. And then a single crack missile.
Here we go. Here we go.
6. Everyone worries. Okay. Apparently I have a reputation or something. So, okay. So we've done our Overwatch now. And now, can he make the charge? I'm sure he can.
So I'll re-roll the... Right, okay, so you probably when you
Well,
do
that would make it, technically, wouldn't it?
But when you do a re-roll, you do have to get... It wouldn't make it to
No.
Now, I do get +1 as well. I'm going to re-roll the 1.
Yes, of course.
Alright.
Oh.
It's 5.
Yes, it's not an issue.
It's enough.
You're
It
still
was
going to
just
be within an inch of the tank and
trying
the
to go
guardsman,
around,
but
yeah.
yeah, just could have been a bit more interesting, couldn't it? Okay, right, now the knob biker may as well just stay in the charge phase. Exactly, I can't overwatch you. 6, 7, 8, there we go. Get crumping, people.
So actually...
Oh, what are you doing?
Because he's got a 9-inch charge.
He's having a think.
No, yeah, he'll go to here.
Let's have a little loop around.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. Time for more crumping here. The boys that did the jump are doing the charge, and they're doing it on this front rank here. So I've got some rapid fire lads rifles, plus a pistol, plus I'll be doing a frag missile shortly. So run to hit. Deadly Overwatch of the Jackals here. 4 hits. Toughness is 4, isn't it?
Yes, toughness 4.
Ooh, 3 wounds though.
3 wounds on
3
the boys.
wounds. Cut these orcs down. Very cool. Very cinematic.
3.
Something satisfying about removing models. Just lots of them. Everything's dying. It's epic. Okay, so now what we have is the frag missile. 3 shots. Unfortunately, the shrapnel does not find any targets there. Now, question is, do you make a charge?
Right.
So you get +1 to the roll, so you need an 8.
I need an 8.
As opposed to a 9.
Re-roll the 1.
Okay, interesting.
Oh,
4, 5, 6, 7. Fails to
Not
charge.
quite.
Shame.
that's a shame.
Shame with the evil sunset. You can
Shame.
see potentially how, I'm not going to say easy, but do you know,
Easier. It
Evil
helps.
Suns is good. I think it's one of the best clans. I'm going to say that right now, but what do
Big
I
statement.
know?
Big statement.
Anyway, fail charge there. The final charge of this phase. These biker boys are charging the Tallarn warriors on the left flank. They're just over 12 inches away from the ones just over here. So, more lads rifle fire. Again, it's 4 hits from the Deadly Jackals. We'll take that. Now, you're on a toughness 6 on these bikes, are you?
Toughness 5 on the bikes.
Ooh.
It's only because of Warbuggy.
Ooh.
Toughness 5 normally.
Okay. 1 wound there, Chef.
Fine.
They are fine. Okay, frag missile. Do you know what? Actually, I'll do a crack missile in this instance. No. Okay. So, right. Now, we have to make the charge. It was an 8 that you required,
8
wasn't
inches.
it?
So I was 8 inches away.
Yes, so you'd need a 7
Need a
then,
7.
wouldn't you? Because you get +1.
So I get +1.
Okay.
So I'm going to re-roll that. With,
Here we go.
There you go.
And here we go indeed. That'll do it, folks. We're kicking off with the biker boys here in the charge phase. Charge phase? Forget that, folks. It's the fight phase. Okay.
It's the crumping
It's the
phase.
crumping phase. Yeah, I really fancy crumpets now, actually.
Crumpets are good.
Yeah, crumpets. Very tasty. Right. Now, let's get on with this. You got a lot of attacks against those Tallarn soldiers. Now, what's happened over here, Chef?
Right, so I manoeuvred this one in just a way so that he was equidistant from these two
And you
units,
piled in already?
And I piled into that unit.
Very cheeky. It's a bit of tactics there.
Cunning.
Very brutal, but cunning. All right, here we go.
Right, I roll it there in the middle
Yes.
so it doesn't fly off the table, which
Okay.
invariably will. So 24 attacks, because they've got 2 attacks base, plus 1 for a chopper, all into the unit that they charge, because I can't attack them. Because I
Copy
didn't
that.
declare on them.
Yes.
Freeze to hit. Okay.
It's
Pretty
could be a lot of crumpets there.
crumping.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if you've read The Beast Arises, that's probably what they do with them.
Yes, probably.
Strength 4.
Yep. So 3.
Oof.
And no minuses.
No minuses, they're just normal choppers.
Okay. The valiant soldiers of Tallarn, the desert spears deny you. Oh.
Are you not denied?
I think we're slaughtered, actually.
Oh, really?
Yes, in fact, the insult is that we failed exactly 10 saves.
Oh.
Those brave soldiers will die, sand blowing over them, perhaps forever forgotten. But I will always remember. Next up, it's time for the knob on Warbike here. Striking.
Yeah, so knobs are strength 5, so strength 10 with a power claw.
You're hitting Leman Russ, are you?
I am indeed, but I'm
Very
hitting on 4s
interesting.
because it's minus 1. It's a power fist.
Yes.
So I hit
Twice.
dos, freeze to wound.
Okay.
2 wounds at minus
Yep.
3.
Yep, very nice. I need 6s here, Chef. Okay.
D3 damage.
Okay. It's got the big 3.
Got the 3.
3 wounds down on the tank commander. Very unpleasant.
But that was just an appetizer.
An appetizer, he
Yes.
says.
Now we're going on to the main course, the main. What, I was
The
trying
main, yes.
I'm trying to get Ork in there somehow, but I can't quite do it. So.
Okay.
Right, so the war boss has the Dokili Claw, which is one of the relics.
Yep.
Replaces your power claw.
Yep.
So it's a power claw that has no minuses to hit, ×2 strength still, -3 damage still, -3 AP still, flat 3 damage, but I also reroll all failed wounds. And again, all on the Layman Russ.
Ouch.
So 2s to hit, they all hit.
That's a lot of hits there, Chef.
3s to wound.
It's a lot of hits.
I don't need to
That's-
reroll
that's,
them.
a lot of wounds there, Chef.
-3.
That is a single 6 there, Chef. So that's 9 damage.
That's 9 damage.
Now he's already lost 3 wounds, hasn't he?
He has.
So that means it's 12 wounds. Now, unless the tank commander has more wounds,
I don't
that
know.
means he's dead.
I don't know. Why don't we check? Let's check. Come on.
Right? That means he's destroyed. Now, I also realise I haven't rolled to see if I get my CP back from Grand Strategist. So let's see if I, when I did the defensive gunners. I do. Okay, so I'm still on 4 CP at this point.
Yes.
All right, now, what I'm more interested in doing right now is blowing up in your face. Chef,
I bet you do.
this is how we go down. We take you with us. It's okay, Chef. Oh. All right, it's time for us to avenge the tank commander. One of the guardsmen here lashes out with his knife. The Tallarn Jackals, all of them, are armed with curved daggers, which they're deadly with. So here we go. We're going to bring this boss down here. That's a single hit, Chef. It's a single wound, Chef.
It's not.
He's gonna die to Guardsman, amazing!
The Desert Jackals will be defiant in the face of this Xenos scum. Now the sergeant revs up his chainsword. He's got 3 attacks. This is for Ishraq Jalid. 2 hits, Chef. Oh, no wounds.
It adds to a 6.
Okay, now the missile team here against the knob. Both miss. Okay, but we have blooded this war boss. We will have our pound of flesh. Now we move over here. We've got 3 guardsmen, 4 normal guardsmen, which are, after piling in, are in attack range. So we're going to do those first on the bikers. 3 hits. It is 5 to wound you here, though, because your toughness is 5. So
5, yeah.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. 1 guy takes a wound.
Okay, and then the sergeant over here will cut 1 off of his bike. 2 hits there, folks. Ah. Okay, so that is actually the fighting done now. Fight phase complete. Now, there will be some morale checks for me to take. Now, I've lost 6 from here, so that's an issue. I lost 2 from the infantry unit back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 left. So they're okay, I think. And I haven't lost any from over here. All right, so let me do a morale check for the unit that's lost 6. I think I'm leadership 7. So I rolled a 3. You've killed 6. So 6, 7, 8, 9. That means another 2 are slain. In this instance, I will remove the sergeant and the las rifle here. So the missile team's still alive. And that is it. I don't think I can fail this one. Let me roll it anyway. Well, I did roll a 6, 7, 8. Oh no, sorry, yeah, I lose 1. Yeah. Because they're leadership 7, so I've killed another there. Okay, so that's both the morale checks done. That's the fighting done for the Orks in their turn 1. It was a very successful turn 1, as we hoped.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff has died now. It's important for the Jackals to strike back hard. Let's see if they can. It's their turn 2 coming up next. It's the movement phase turn 2, and this is epic. The Spear of Tallarn have arrived here on the left flank. These bikers are doomed. Special weapon teams deploying out of their chimeras. Heavy flamers fueled. Multi-lasers ready. We will crush them. Meanwhile here, this unit has fallen back. I'm jumping ahead ever so slightly again, folks, just for your viewing pleasure, to make it faster. At the beginning of the shooting phase, I will be issuing get back in the fight over here. Jalid will tell them to do so. I will also be telling him to get back in the fight as well. Okay, so that will be my 2 orders from Colonel Ishrak Jalid there, and will enable me to fire even though I fell back. Meanwhile, both of these Leman Russ have moved backwards 5 inches, so they still can fire twice. Currently the Knob is the closest.
But not for long.
He's only got 2 wounds left, this Knob, because he took a mortal wound before. So we kill him, and then hopefully we can spill fire over and kill the war boss over here as well, with another tank as and when, really. Now, the only other thing that's happened, Almat Hazik has arrived here behind enemy lines. There he is. There is the primary objective. Playing the mission here, Hazik. He's a wily one, impetuous. He's still within that Chimera's chassis, though. So he's still got a veteran squad in there with 3 plasma. But this unit will have to be dealt with if the Orks wish to destroy the Tallarn invasion. So there it is. No psychic phase. We're shooting. That's coming up next. We're opening with some shooting. Crack missile into the Knob. Frag grenade into the Knob from the single missile team that's left alive and have been ordered to get back in the fight. So we have a crack missile. That is a hit. We have a crack missile.
You fell back, sorry. You moved.
Of course, with a heavy weapon, we have... Well, we would have failed to wound anyway.
That's true.
So, okay, we've missed with the missile. So now what we're going to do is the frag grenade. D6. Ooh, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To hit. Okay, we've got 4 hits there. Not bad. Now, is 5s to wound? 1. No. Okay, so no wounds. Okay, fair enough. We'll wear that as it is. We will now move on to this unit, which have been ordered to get back into the fight. They will fire their crack missile this way. Except they can't, because he's not a character, is he?
He's not a character.
Yes, yes, exactly. So they will fire the missile over there. Meanwhile, the rest of the unit will rapid fire. The sergeant will throw a frag grenade. All right, so first up, let's do the missile.
Yep.
No, that is a miss. Do I wonder? Do I use a command point here? No, I was only going to ever try and get jammy with it anyway. So we missed with the missile. Now for the rest of the rapid firing unit, let me get some dice. Here we go, folks. We got the las rifle fire rapid firing into the Ork boys now. So hitting on 4s, no rerolls here, and then wounding on 5s. We've got 2 wounds.
6
in the horde. 1 is slain. All right, and then we have a frag grenade from the sergeants. That is 5, and then it's 2 hits, and it's 1 wound, and we do kill another. Very nice. Okay, just a bit of light fire there, folks. Let's do this. I'm going to open up with the Leman Russ now. I'm going to fire all 3 heavy bolters at the boys. I'm going to fire the battle cannon twice because it can at the Knob.
When you fire the battle cannon twice, just because I don't really know,
yes,
do you have to declare both at the same time?
I think I do actually.
But they don't double their shots. So you could go battle cannon.
Yes.
somewhere else.
All right. Well, let's double check it. I think I don't know why I've got it stuck in my head. I think you have to declare it the same target, but I will double check now. No, it turns out I was right. So it is the same target. Good. Whew. Okay. So let's open with the battle cannon. We got D6 shots. Right. Now this is where I will use a command point. It's only 2, but do I get the command point back? I do not, because it's a new battle round, so I can still farm.
Yep.
Okay, so 2 shots. Can we hit? 1 hit. Can we wound? No. Okay, D6 shots with the second. It's 3. Interesting. It's only the 1 hit. We do wounds, though.
-2.
It is -2.
6.
He would need a 6 to potentially stay alive close, but
I'm
no.
not gonna command point.
D3 wounds, it's 2, that'll do it. We only just did it, but we have killed him. Significance. Okay, and then we've got the heavy bolters. 3, 6, 9 shots, and this is into the boys. 4s here. And then 3s. And that's 2 wounds at -1.
So 2 dead.
Cool, 2 more boys killed, nice. Now for the big one. The battle cannon will be firing twice at the war boss. Heavy bolters will open up against the boys to continue to thin that line. Battle cannon here, I'm just going to do both at the same time.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you're not doing
Yeah,
that.
because I don't know why I was doing it the other way. 2d6 shots. It is 11 shots,
That's what
Chef.
happens when you roll them together.
Apparently so. 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Hitting on 4s. Again, because of the mighty Tallarn, ignoring the minus, that's a lot of hits. This war boss is in serious peril. This could be Warlord as well as First Blood.
No, you've got first blood. Oh,
Yes,
I
in
see what you
addition.
mean, I see.
Now, we have wounded 6 times here, Chef.
6, okay. -2.
-2. So,
Yeah, he's dead.
oh, he is dead
Super
before I even
dead.
roll the damage. That is Warlords.
Dead.
He did take out the tank commander of these 2 Leman Russ, but they have avenged him for Tallarn. Now it's heavy bolter time. 9 shots into the masses charging us. Okay. However, only 1 wound.
Only 1. Okay.
So 1 is slain. Now we have 9 las rifle shots between a mixture between rapid fire and ones just out of 12-inch range into the boys. We're on into here. 4s. And then 5s. 3 wounds there.
3 wounds of 6. No.
Do kill 3. And then we're doing a frag missile from the rocket team. 5 shots. 3, 4, 5 to hit. 3 hits to wounds. No wounds. Huzzah!
Like my running.
Now we're coming over to the left flank, folks. Both of these Chimeras are opening up against the Ork boys. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do both at the same time. So this is 2d6 heavy flamer shots here, or hits even. So that's 9 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Your toughness 5. I am strength 5. So 4s, and this is a -1. Ooh, wow, that was a roll.
Ouch.
That was 7. And it is -1, strength 5.
7.
So, a lot of wounds there on these bikers.
That was both of them, though, yeah.
Yes, it was
I was
both.
going to say, because if you got 7 hits from 1...
From 1, that would be
That
even.
would be cheating.
Saves
Okay,
2.
So,
And 1 had already
one
lost
was
the
on one
wounds.
wound,
So
it's
that's
1,
3 bikers
2,
killed.
3. Yeah.
Alright, we've got 6 multi-laser shots into the Ork bikers now. 3 just removed there. That's just a 1 hit though. And 1 wound, sir. Straight up armour.
Multi-laser.
We do take a wound.
Damage 1 though, yeah?
Damage 1. Now we are doing rapid fire plasma. This unit here, special weapons team, is -1 to hit them because of the stratagem. So hitting on 5s, we're not overcharging. And then the team back here, 1 will throw a crack grenade and 2 will rapid fire. So first of all, the plasma. 4 hits. Extraordinary.
Very nice.
3s, and is this...
-3. I've only got
Get a
4
save, will you?
Yeah,
Well, that's 3. So
so-
that kills 2 bites because 1 had just lost the wounds. Nice. Okay, and then the rapid fire laser rifles. Just the 1. Actually, that's a miss because of the -1. Okay. Then what we've got is the crack grenade. Oh, he hits. And he wounds Chef.
-1.
-1. Oh, well done. He makes his save. Okay. Now we're going to rinse and repeat that same recipe over here.
Okay.
So we've got 2, 4, 6 plasma. So hopefully we can get some more 2 hits, because of the minus. We do get another wounds, so that is okay. Another wounds there, and then we've got the las rifles. Nothing there, and then we've got the crack grenade. Oh, he hits, but he does fail to wounds. Okay, so still quite a lot of bikers there, but we have killed 5.
You killed 5 of them,
this round, so that's significant. Perhaps the spears of Tallarn will finish them off. We'll have to see. Hazik's multi-laser now from the Chimera will fire at the shock attack gun. He's just over 9 from there, and he's a little bit further away from the tractor cannon. 2 hits. That is 2 wounds.
I believe they've only got a 6-up save.
Right.
I'll roll for it anyway and see. I don't think.
1 and a 5. Okay, so 2 wounds down. So he has got a 4-up save, so that's just the 1 wounds down. But now we have the las rifles as well. Rapid firing from the array.
Yeah, rapid fire 3.
Okay.
So, yeah, 6 shots.
And it's 2 sets of them, right?
Yeah, 2 las going to raise. Yeah.
So 12 in total.
Yeah, 12 in total. Sorry.
Perfect. Okay.
I may have misread it.
And then it's 5s to wound. Just the 1 more wound, Chef.
Okay, so they do have a 4-up save actually.
Very nice.
Doesn't
Let's
matter.
fail that. Okay, so he's got 2 wounds left. We'll take that.
Fine.
Now that actually marks the end of my shooting.
It does.
But in a rather exciting display here, I do have some charges. So
Ridiculous.
let's move on to the charge phase coming up next. This is how it's going down, and now you will see the epicness of the spears of Tallarn. Now, because we have removed some of the bike casualties, we do need a 10 now to make that charge. But they lower their spears. They give out a terrible blood-curdling war cry. It gets the Orcs' attention, and we roll a double 6. Ooh! 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh! So it seems that we will have to use a command reroll here for the spears of Tallarn to show how brutal they can be, and this is a fight which I think would be really cool. So let's make this happen. 6. It's a 4. It will do. However, he does get to Overwatch. Let's let him do that Overwatch. Let's get him get some dice. Here comes the Overwatch first. It is the bikers. Here we go. Yep, the third over here. It's got a lot of shots from these.
So 6 is a hit, and Daka does work on 6s.
On Overwatch.
On Overwatch, yeah.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
just whenever you shoot, not in the shooting phase.
Oh, he's got some shots there, folks. Don't like that. I have to brush up on my armour save on those Rough Riders.
I think it's a 5.
I think it might be a 5 as well. And
So
I
another
don't
7.
think I even get a +1 toughness. Well, I must get something. No additional hits.
That's 7.
Right, roll your wound rolls and then we'll come back. It would be definitely 3s anyway.
7 wounds.
That is 7 wounds. Okay, so I'm going to roll these dice because we're definitely not toughness 5. We're not Space Marine bikers. Going to roll these saves here. Well, I would assume I've definitely made 2. I'm curious if they've got a 4-up.
I don't think they do.
Otherwise,
I think they've got 2 wounds.
I think they've got 2 wounds. Yes.
So Rough Riders, 2 wounds, toughness 3, 5-up save.
Okay, interesting. So
Not Deathcore of Pre.
no, it is a shame. It does mean that I lose 2 riders on the way in. One's on 1 wound, or blooded, if you like. But that's okay, because it is all that we need. This is how it's going down. The Spears of Tallarn have moved in. Now, I will be declaring a charge as well, because I only do have the 1 attack each, but that's okay. They will wave over these. They will literally wash over these Orcs and kill them all. But to ensure it, because this is pretty tough, I will charge in the special weapons squads as well. So the first one. Oh, it's a double 1. Luckily, it is literally just enough. But they will now, unfortunately, block the path of the other units to make it in. So, because we're going to try to loop around otherwise. Okay, so that's fine. So we will now go straight into the fight phase. We're going to activate with our spears first. We're going to move in 3 inches, like so, like so, like, see, it was just out, like so, like so, like so, like so. Now, I don't know if that's quite enough to trap this guy, but I mean, to be fair, you can always remove him as a casualty anyway. So, you know, it's neither here nor there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The additional one from the sergeants. Here we go. The Spears of Tallarn.
I'm so happy.
They're so awesome. I just love them. Okay, let's kill you. It's not bad, folks.
Oh, it's very
I warned you about the Spears of Tallarn, Chef.
I know that I was the one that was saying they're really good, and you're like, but I've never made
Now,
them.
what am I in? Strength 5, you say?
Yeah, so
Are you
with-
sure it's not strength 6?
Hunting lance is a strength +2 on the charge. Are you plus? Are you?
I'm base strength 4.
No, you're not. You're a human.
We're the Spears of Tallarn. Unbelievable. The cheek of it, folks. Right. To wound you now. Oh no, how depressing. Only 2 wounds. I wonder if it's worth a command reroll just to get an additional kill, potentially.
-2. 60s.
I need everything I can get here. I'm going to have to... the insult. Do I get the command point back? No. Okay, so I'm on 2 command points now.
Do I make those saves? No.
He doesn't make the saves, so that is 2d3 damage. One's already on 1 wound, so
Yeah.
he's dead. The other one, d3 damage,
Also in place.
is another one killed. So we've killed 2 of those bikers. Death to the Xenos scum. Right, folks, that is the way the cookie has crumbled. Okay, so we then consolidate. Like so. Unfortunately, the special weapons team are now out of consolidate piling range, rather. So it is now the Ork bikers attacks back on the Spears of Tallarn.
So we're going straight onto the boys.
Straight onto the boys.
So freeze.
That's a lot of hits there, Chef.
It is. Freeze again. Oh, you need to make attacks with your hooves, actually.
Ah, yes, good points. The Spears of Tallarn. Yes. Right, so it's an additional 8 attacks, 1 per horse here. I did claim that I had a sergeant horse for 2 attacks, but no.
That's actually his surname, Sergeant Horse.
Sergeant horse, there you go.
Sergeant Horse.
Now, here's the issue. I think I should be strength 4, but you're saying I'm strength 3.
They're strength 3, but it's a horse. They should be
It
strength
should be
4.
strength 4. All
You ever
right.
been hit by a horse?
No, thankfully.
Exactly. No
3
one's been hit by a
hits.
horse.
To wound you. It's 2 wounds, Chef. Could be another dead biker.
Not quite, but the horsey's nearly got one.
1 wound left on those bikers. All right, so now you're going to hit me back.
Yeah, so I got my 6 hits.
Okay.
And then...
2 wounds.
Freeze wound. There we go.
3 wounds. No AP. And I'm a 3+ armor save, you say?
5+ armor save, I say.
Oh. That's... Well, that would actually be 2 dead. 1 was on 1 wound. 1 will be killed from the back here. Okay.
And then the power claw.
Then the power claw.
So 4's to hit this.
Oh, he's hit all 3 times. The insult.
2's to wound. -3. So
What?
just this is a power fist. So just damage D3. So first one kills 1, kills 1, kills 1.
How rude. That's it for combat, folks. Did we have a good turn? Well, you know, it wasn't bad. It wasn't great. We have done the best that we can here, but the Spear of Tallarn are still standing. It is the morale phase. I do have a stratagem I could use, because I've lost 7 now. My leadership is only 8. So
8.
I think it is with the sergeant. Is that right? But I do have a stratagem where I could roll a d3 for my... What is that not? And these aren't infantry. Okay, so I'll roll it for what it is. I actually do roll a 1.
Okay.
So actually, if my leadership is 8, the Spear of Tallarn stands.
Leadership 7.
Oh, that's okay.
It's fine. That's what I want.
Yeah. Now you've lost 1 million.
I've also lost 7 this turn.
Yes, and your leadership is only 3.
7.
You're an orc.
7.
Run away. Okay. 6. Well, it's not bad.
Enough.
It is enough to kill the units. I'm afraid to say so. I really hate to say it, Chef, but we'll just have to remove the models. Yep. So we'll just kill this one. And
Well, I need a 1. I need a 1 or a 2. Yeah.
we'll just kill. Oh yeah, thank goodness.
I'm not going to use a command point.
So the unit has been destroyed. Now he's saving his command points, and I know why as well, because this would be the big reveal, the horrible thing. Now he can't do it this turn.
I can't.
But when it happens, it will be
pretty horrific.
Pretty horrific for me.
Now, just as a matter of course for these guys as well.
Yes, they do need to take a morale,
They
Mr.
do.
Chef.
I'm going to use the number of models in the unit as my leadership. So my leadership is 19.
Yes, well, you'd still
I lost 8.
lose 10 if you roll...
Oh look, I'm fine.
Oh, you rolled a 6.
Yeah.
Yes, but you...
It's 14. It's
Yes.
5 less than 19. I actually gain 5 boys back. I'm a demon.
I don't like you.
Yeah, I know.
Folks, this is it. It's turn 2 for the Orks. The boys are now amassed in front of these valiant Tallarn soldiers. The Spear of Tallarn look on. They do not suffer from such minor things as fear. They stand there looking on to the Ork tides. Meanwhile, this truck has flanked, is on that objective. The battle wagon with screaming boys with their burners inside has come round this way. The boys, the shooter boys here in that truck has come round this way. We can see them edging towards here, or edging towards rather the battle tanks, which is grim. Meanwhile over here, Weird Boy and the mechanic are just behind the grot shop there. Perhaps they're looking after some poorly grots inside there. Who knows? Meanwhile, by the squig pen, we still have, of course, the tractor cannon, and we have the mech with the shock attack gun up here. And that is it. So, I mean, look. He's got more than me now, actually, really. But I still do have some tools to remain in this game. If we can hold out long enough, we will survive for the Imperium of Man. Let's see if we can. The chef has told me there's not going to be any psychic this turn. He doesn't want to do anything. He's going straight into shooting. That's coming up next. It's time for a shock attack on the damaged Lehman Russ. Just hanging on to its life there.
Strength 7.
Okay.
D6 shots.
D6 shots. It's got 2 this time. We'll take that. Can he hit?
Which one hits, which Daka Daka
Okay,
Dakas.
Daka effectively giving him a reroll there. And that's a miss. Okay.
It's fine.
Can he wound?
5's to
It's
wound.
5 to wound. He's only strength 7. It is a failed wound. The shock attack gun is not
fine.
shocking this turn.
Not this turn.
Okay. We're going to the kill cannon, folks, because neither of these advance now. Kill cannon is firing at which one?
So the kill cannon's going to fire at this,
The damaged one.
and the big shooter's going to fire at the lone missile team.
Okay, copy that.
I'll start with the big shooter.
Big shooter.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Kill cannon. D6 shots.
There's 5 shots there.
Heavy, but I ignore because I'm a mobile fortress.
Yes, because you're the battle wagon.
5's to hit still.
It's got 2 hits there.
Which Daka Daka Daka. It's an extra hit.
Okay, I don't like that.
Strength 8.
So it is forced to wound me here.
Oh, okay. That's
Okay.
this 8. This
Can be irritating. Okay, so that's finished. The truck boys now are firing at the infantry here, just peeking round in front of this Lehman Russ. So, lots of shooters from the
Shooter boys inside.
from the shooter boys. Yes, exactly. To hit.
Generic boys, as they are now known. So 5s and 6s, of which 1, 2, 3, 4.
And there's another in there, my friend.
Yep.
Yep.
But
5.
4 are for Daka Daka
4
Daka
Daka
purposes.
Daka, yes. Cool little rule. Okay,
Gives me an extra hit.
another hit. All right.
Freeze to win. 1, 2, 3, 4 saves, no minuses.
4
of course.
saves. Okay. And so this is on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 man unit.
Correct.
When you do take cover, do I have to? Is that a stratagem that I have to declare when you start shooting at me? Incidentally.
Use this stratagem in your opponent's shooting phase when your opponent selects one of your units as a target.
Okay,
so I should have let you.
No, my mistake. I should have done it earlier, so I won't do it now. But because I know that's 1 CP, that's my mistake there. So how many wounds was that? Sorry.
4.
4 wounds. Okay, so I get straight 5 up armor saves here. I make 2 of them. So 2 guardsmen are killed here. I'll remove. It's a tough one, really. I think I'm going to have to remove him, and I'm going to have to remove. Oh, the tension. There we go. I hate removing them.
Big shooter from the truck at the same target.
Okay.
1 hit.
It's a hit. Daka Daka.
Nope.
Daka Naka.
It does wound, no minuses though.
Alright, should we
Reroll that?
reroll it? It's a save, chef.
Cool.
Okay. So the truck's fired and the boys are fired. Oh, and it's new stratagem time. Very, very cool. What are we doing here, chef?
This is called. Hang on, I need to get it. Well, what's it called?
What's it called, Chef?
I'm trying to find it.
If you can't remember it, you can't use it.
Oh, well, then half the people that play 40k shouldn't play 40k. Extra stick bombs.
Extra stick bombs, of course.
Orcs are not subtle creatures, and if they get their hands on a surplus of explosives, they are less likely to stockpile them than they are to simply pull out all the pins at once and get lobbing.
Get lobbing, great.
I should have declared this at the start of the shooting phase. My
who
apologies.
cares? You're doing it, yeah.
Select an Orc infantry unit from your army. Up to 10 models in that unit can fire grenades instead of 1.
Okay,
Now, here's the interesting thing.
tell me.
Orc boys, 1 in 10, can take
Tank bomb.
tank buster bombs.
Yeah, which is incredible.
Which are
Basically a melter bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're 6-inch range melter bombs with D3 shots.
Yes.
Only -2, but flat D6 damage.
D6 damage, exactly.
They're horrific.
Yes.
Now, am I going to fire those? I don't think so, because I'm not in range of anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire 10 stick bombs
Yep.
at them, and 9 sluggers are going to go into this
Into
two-man
that two-man
guy.
missile team there. So this is unfortunately some serious screen clearance potential here.
We'll start with the sluggers.
Okay,
So at the
two-man
Missile
missile
squad.
team.
I get 2
Got
hits.
2 hits, one's a Daka though.
Attacker, which hits as well.
Okay.
Freeze to wound.
Ooh,
only
just
the
the
one.
one. Interesting.
Oh dear.
It's a save, Chef.
Okay, very nice. And sorry, I forgot to give you the opportunity of, did you want to do take cover from the 10 grenades being lobbed?
Yes, at this instance, Chef, yes,
Might
I
take
will.
cover?
Because I want to try and keep the screen alive, you see, Chef. So it gives me 1 CP left. Do I get it back, though? No, so Grand Justice, no. Okay, go on then.
So I make, so there's strength 3,
Yes.
but I make, ooh, not many shots to be fair, that's a shame.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 15,
Oh, that's a bit. Oh,
20,
well, I mean, you know,
29 shots.
Still, as Orc players can see, though, you get all of that Daka from these bombs. And then, as you say, with the tank bombs as well, it's a very cool stratagem for only 1 CP.
Well, especially when you combo that with a unit of 10 tank busters.
Right.
All of a sudden, that's now 10d3 strength 8 -2 shots with Daka
Yeah.
and tank busters reroll failed to hits against vehicles.
Horrific.
Oh my goodness!
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, big
So-
fan of tank busters. I still think they're good, folks. I think they stayed the same points, actually.
Yeah, I think they're still
Pretty
the
much,
same.
yes.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's 29, wasn't it? 1, 2,
Yep.
3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 20.
Soldiers of Tallarn will survive.
Yeah, you probably will have that. Like,
You might.
Well, 5s to hit, 4s to wound, 4 up save. We shall see. But Daka does apply to stick bombs. They were
Yep,
clearly
and
extra
range stack.
splody.
Yep. Extra bits of shrapnel.
Of which I get 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so
Let's
4
remove
additional
the
shots here.
misses. I'll just do the 4 now. It's an
He's got
extra
another.
shot.
Yeah, okay.
So, that's not bad though. It's not bad at all.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's looking grim. Are these strength 3 like a frag?
Yeah, they're frag.
Yes,
They're frag
They are
grenades.
frags, okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 wounds. Okay. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Okay. 4+ saves here for taking cover. Does sort of pay off, although they're all 5 and 6s anyway. So 2 of the guardsmen are slain. We'll take that though. They have managed to, imagine, get some sandbags out or something there, but they're in the ground. Now it's back to barbecue time. He's got 3 burners going at the 2-man missile team, and then the remaining burners are going at this unit, which are arced around here. No, this missile team's
Very
resilient.
Very
Yeah.
annoying.
So it's D3 for the unit,
Okay.
20.
Yeah.
So that means that
20
6 of them
hits.
go into
Yep.
them,
Yep.
and then the remaining will go into the other. So on the missile squad, that's 1, 2, 3 saves, no minuses.
3 saves, no minuses. He caused an upset here. We can't. The missile team is burnt alive. Horrific. Okay. Then you've got 14 hits on the
Yep.
squad.
So freeze to wound. These are the non-taking cover lads.
Yes.
Oh dear. That's not good enough at all. 6 saves, no
6
minuses.
saves.
That's not good enough at all.
Okay. I do save 2. I fail 4. Well, I'm going to have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what I'm going to have to do, Chef.
Alright, cool.
I'll leave that irritating one here so you can't fit through. The insult now, big shooter from the truck through the gap here into the lone Tallarn soldier, protecting Ishrak Jalid. It's a miss. Very nice. Now it's the shooter boys into the special weapon team. It's 20 shots out of the truck. Nice mobile little gun platforms, these.
Yeah. 2 shots.
Okay. Some Daka Dakas there.
3 Daka Daka.
That looks like quite a few hits there, Chef.
Not too bad. So the 3 Daka Daka, nothing extra from that.
Okay, then 3's to wound.
Come back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 wounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To save. Ah, none of them. It's bad news, folks. That is 5 slain, just 1 plasma left alive. It's tractor cannon time. This one, the only one, in fact, that can see this one, because the other 2s don't quite have the angle. So, rolling to hit.
Yep. I hit.
Okay. He's hit. Okay, rolling to wounds. No. He has failed to wound finally. Okay, because he was good. He got lucky
He was
with
very good
those.
last turn, yeah.
Okay, all right. What next? Are you ready for the next 2 tractor cannons?
Yeah, those 2 tractor cannons are both going to fire at the Chimera that came on.
Oh, imagine these 2 beams that... Okay, going for the Chimera, or can he do it? He's running to wound here, because it's also hitting. It is 3s. He's got 2 wounds.
-2.
It's very stressful. For Tallarn. We save 1, that'll do.
Damage 6.
It's the big 6 as well, the insults. Okay, 6 wounds down, 4 left on the Chimera, but I believe that is the final shot of this turn.
It is, yes.
So that's the shooting phase done. It's charge phase coming up next. We're in the charge phase. The truck is charging the Spear of Tallarn. The fool. Now he does need a 10.
It's 10 inches away,
Okay.
so I need a 9. They do not have Here We Go.
No.
All the new trucks do.
Interesting.
Okay.
They are not making that.
They are not making
Charge.
that. Doesn't
Okay.
matter.
They were fearful in the face of the Spears of Tallarn. It's understandable. What other charges are we doing?
Battle wagon.
Battle wagon. Right, well, I'll spend my last CP on defensive gunners.
Am I going to go ramming speed though?
Right, is this where you do the D3 mortal wounds?
Yeah.
On the charts. It's another new stratagem.
Another new stratagem. So it would mean I roll 3d6 for my charge.
Yeah.
So you still have to be within 12 to declare it.
Yep.
I still have my +1, so it would almost guarantee that charge, but they do not have Here We Go.
No.
But in addition, I roll on a 2+, you take D3 mortal wounds as well.
Which is very cool.
Not shabby. Why not? We want to show off some stratagems.
Why not? Okay. So, first up though, do I get a command point back for using the last command points? No. So Grand Strategist is gone. I've got no more command points. I've got defensive gunners. Let me get some dice. Let's do this. 9 shots with the heavy bolters. Hitting on 5s. Because of defensive gunners. 4 hits. Wounding, assume on 5s.
Yes.
3 wounds at -1.
-1, so 5s. I'll take
3 wounds down.
Okay, so I'm down to 13, yeah.
Okay.
Just a few.
D6 shots from the battle cannon. It is the big 6.
This could be problematic. Defensive gunners is really good.
It is very good.
You never see it because Imperial Guard lines never get charged with their 120 guards.
No, it's true. Okay, roll into hits. Roll into hits. Oh.
Ow.
It
really
was
good.
could have been glorious.
That would have been
But
really
okay, fair enough. So, right, now you should make the charge.
So 3d6 charge.
He makes the charge. Get crumping. Right, does the mortal wounds go off?
Okay, on a 2+.
Yes, D3.
And that is
2 mortal wounds.
I'll take it.
Straight away, so it's got 10 wounds left. Very nice. Now we have the truck. That's trying to declare a charge. Don't know what it needs. Something big.
I think it's like a 10.
Okay.
So we get a...
No.
Not enough!
Okay. So
Okay,
that's that. I guess we've just got Ork boys left
They're going to declare a charge on everything.
on everything.
Yo.
And Ishrak Jalid as well. Interesting. All right, let me get some Overwatch dice. Folks, let's do this. I've got las guns opening up here. Then what I'm going to do is a frag grenade from the sergeant, frag grenade from him. I'm going to do a frag grenade over here as well. And then I'll do the plasma pistol from Jalid. So first up, it's laser rifles. No hits. Let's do a frag grenade from that same squad. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 1 hit. No wounds. And then we have a frag grenade from...
Do you mean a frag missile?
No, I mean this guy. Sorry, I will do a frag missile though. So that's 3. 1 hit. 1 wounds there, Chef.
6s. No.
Okay, we kill 1, and then we'll do a frag missile. 5 shots. 3. Point blank range hit. No hits though, and then a frag grenade from the Spear of Tallarn. 2 shots. Oh, no hits. Then the plasma pistol from Ishrak Jalid.
Overheating.
No, he's not overheating. Okay, so he misses. That's it. That's my Overwatch done. What sort of charge can you make? A 9. Okay, so...
10.
A 10, of course. Yes, Evil Sons.
So
let's let them do that measuring off camera. We're in the fight phase, and this Xenos scum believes that they can deal with the Sons of Tallarn. They are wrong. But before we get into the fight of Ishrak Jalid and the Spears of Tallarn over here, we're going to do the battle wagon first, because that's less exciting against the Lehman Russ.
Well, I mean, it would be more exciting if it had a Death Roller.
Yes,
because
it doesn't.
Death Rollers are massively improved now.
Death Roller would be amazing,
But
yes.
it doesn't. So it's just 6 attacks,
Right.
hitting on 5s at strength 8.
Okay.
So I mean, it's not shabby, but
It's not bad.
a Death Roller would make that 6 attacks, hitting on 2s at strength 9 at -2 at 2 damage.
Got it.
That would probably be a dead Lehman Russ.
Nasty.
But
But he hits 4 times, oh dear.
forced wound. 1 wound, no minuses.
No minus. So, oh, it's a failed save though on that Lehman Russ. Is it damage?
Damage 1. It's,
Oh, okay.
it's just ramming you now.
Okay, so 9 wounds left. All right. Let's move on to who next, Chef. Unfortunately, I don't have the command points to interrupt.
Well, it's just the boys, so let's determine.
All right, so let's let him get his dice then. It's crumping time. We're doing the mass in the middle here against the main units. So none of these attacks are on the single
No.
man. Okay,
I'll do
fine.
them separately. So
Do them separately.
I've got 4 on the spears,
Yep.
30, so that's 12 attacks on them,
Yep.
30 attacks on them,
Yep.
9 attacks on him, and the knob is putting all of his attacks on your commander because that's what a knob would do. He'd go
Okay.
for the man with the shiniest hat.
Okay. Let's do this.
So the 30 attacks on the main unit in the middle. I'm hitting on freeze because I'm an orc in close combat.
Yeah. Now you don't get your additional attack because you're not over 20 or 20 plus strong now.
Correct. Yeah, I was
Okay.
19 at the start of the turn,
But
and
still
I
got a lot
lost
of
a few
attacks.
on Overwatch.
Still a ton of attacks there. So 3's to wound.
Okay.
So quite a lot of wounds.
11 saves, please.
Okay. 5's to save here. We do save 3, so that will kill 3, 6, 7, 8 of that squad in the middle. Ouch. So that is in fact the unit wipes. There are only 8 left. Ouch. Okay, and then we doing the ones attacks against the Spears of Tallarn.
Yeah, let's do them.
Okay.
So that's 12 attacks that I've got here. Try not to drop on the ground. Trying to pick up. Very difficult. So many dice. So again, freeze to hit and freeze to wound.
Okay. So that's 6 wounds.
6 wounds. No minuses again.
Okay. Come on. The Spears of Tallarn. Come on. Oh. Fortunately, the spears cut down. What a shame. Look how cool they are, guys. Look how cool they are. We have 3 now on the single Tallarn soldier there. Okay.
Freeze again. 3 saves.
3 saves. No, he's cut down 2. And now for the main fight that's coming up next. And this is it. Ishrak Jalid versus the Knob. I draw the Desert Claw of Tallarn.
I pull out my big choppy fist.
Okay.
I call it Bertha.
You're going to miss these, Chef.
Where is -1?
Your eyes are
Wow.
blinded in the sun reflecting off the
No.
golden blade of Ishrak Jalid.
2s. Okay.
That's my looking done.
The refractor field of Ishrak Jalid flares into life as he draws his blade. The Imperial technology will not fail us now.
D3 damage though.
It's just the one.
After all that.
You've blooded Ishrak. And that was your first and last mistake, sir. Now the Desert Claw is drawn. He lets out a blood-curdling war cry and he takes the head of this Orc knob, hitting with 5 attacks because the Desert Claw gives me +2. We hit with all of them, Chef.
You hit with 3 of them.
We hit with 3 of them, Chef. Strength.
User, so 5.
A 6, a 5,
Kills 2 boys.
and a 2. No. He kills your knob, sir. I've challenged you,
There's
sir.
no such thing as
Where is your honour, sir?
I'm an orc, I don't have one.
Folks, that's the end of the turn. Ishractalid stands defiant in the face of this enemy. There is a morale check to be made. It is for the lone plasma. Believe that will be...
6.
Oh dear. So, that's the end of... Actually, I get to hit you back,
Oh yes,
Mr.
you do.
Chef.
Your 3 attacks with your own ramming.
So I hit on 2s.
You hit on 6. Well, I mean, you do hit on 2s
Okay.
if you use a stratagem.
No. Yes, but I don't have a command point for
I
that.
can't believe you've restored 1. You've only restored 1 command point.
It's true. Well, I didn't take her off Sequilla. I've been tamed this battle report.
I know, but it's just like it's weird, isn't it? Like
It is a bit weird. I mean, look, when it doesn't go off, it doesn't go off, right? But I think it's very cool because Ishractalid has survived. Of course he has. It is now Tallarn turn 3 coming up next, and we will counter and wipe away this foul scum from these glorious desert plains. It's turn 3 for the Tallarn, and here it is, a defiant last stand. Or is it in fact the stand that will crush this Orc army and break its back? So Ishractalid has fallen back. This Leman Russ has fallen back from the battle wagon. This has just moved 5 inches this way. Special weapons team moving here to support their commander. Both Chimeras moving to support their commander. And over here, Almet, Hazik, the veterans are looking at the tractor cannon, whilst this Chimera and its heavy flamer is looking up at the shock attack gun. It is about time to kill some Orc. This is how it's going down. Double heavy flamers and multi-lasers into the war horde here. I'm just going to do it all at the same time. 2 heavy flamers. 8 hits. I'll take it. 2, 4, 6, 8. Killing on 3s. Yuck. 4 dead though. We'll take it. Then we've got the multi-lasers. 3, 4, 5, 6 shots. Oh, that's nice.
Good.
3s. That's nice. 5 wounds here. These Chimeras are opening fire. That's another 5 slain. We're doing some dangerous work there. Very nice. Special weapons now. 2 are in rapid fire after this horde has been cleared. The others are not. So we're going to open up with the plasma first. Incidentally, I did take aim as well, by the way, as an order over here. I don't think I mentioned that at the beginning of the shooting phase. And Almet Hazik has also done take aim over there on the
what's
veterans.
the range of orders?
To yourself, so 6 inches.
Oh, you're doing it on yourself?
Yes, he's doing it to himself. He can't issue it to a tank.
No, but he's done get back in the fight and...
Yes,
Take
and
aim,
take aim
yeah,
to him.
so-
Actually, you don't think he can benefit from 2 orders at the same time. You can't. So, in fact, he's just done get back in the fight.
Okay.
Yes, ignore that. But Almet Hazik has done take aim. Just for your reference. Meanwhile, over here, yes, because otherwise he can't do the issue to orders.
No, I think
It's not in range. It's 6 inches, definitely. Okay, so first up, plasma. I'm not overcharging here anyway, so yes, I'm sure. That's 4 hits, Chef.
It is.
Oh, that's another 2 dead. Very nice. And then we've got the single shot at range with the plasma, because it's not rapid fire. Hits. That fails to kill. And then we've got 3 las rifles. That's 2 hits. That is another wound, Chef.
Another wound, you say?
Another wound, sir. Oh, cheeky. Very nice. Ishractalid will now open fire plasma. He hits. Of course he kills one. Perfect. The Chimera now will unleash a deadly gout of flame up on the mech here, and it will fire its multi-laser. So first up, the heavy flamer is 6 hits. Ouch.
I am toughness 4, yeah.
Okay. Wow, okay, only 2 wounds. 1 for each that you have remaining. And it is -1, so
It
it
is.
does kill him.
Yep.
Very
Not
nice.
counting the little bit of rubble at the top as cover, because it's a bit silly to say otherwise.
Fair enough. The veterans over here now out of the Chimera and under the command of Hazik are overcharging. And yeah, they've got take aim on them. They're rerolling 1s here and firing at the tractor cannon. So, to hit. I should have done that one at a time. Okay, because depending on who was killed,
Doesn't matter.
in this instance, it doesn't really matter, so I can't re-roll. But just as future reference. Okay, so strength 8, so still 3s.
Yep, still 3s. Yep, it goes.
Right, that's
what, 8 wounds?
Yes,
yeah,
it
it's
is.
got 6.
Right, so we have destroyed the tractor cannon. Mission accomplished there. The veterans in the back line. Don't forget that objective's worth 4 victory points to me at the end of the game, folks.
That is.
Things are getting interesting. Now we've just got this Lehman Russ just holding on to its top profile there left. What can we do next? Here it is. It's Lehman Russ time. Heavy bolters and the battle cannons firing. I don't think 9 shots is going to be enough to deal with them. I'd like it to be, but
remember, knobs have 2 wounds as
yeah.
well.
I'm going to fire everything. I just want to get rid of them as soon as I can. So this is what we're going to do. 9 heavy bolter shots.
Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah, see, there you go. 2 hits only. Only 1 wound. It's a kill.
Yeah.
And then we've got 2d6 battle cannon rounds. That'll do. 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Hitting on 4s. Oh, yuck. Only 3 hits. Interesting. It is 3 wounds though.
So that's 1, 2.
2, and then D3 damage
D3.
on the knob. This will finish him. It is Ishrak Jalid's will. No, he survives on 1 wound.
Gosh.
But would you spend 2 CP to auto pass that morale? It's up for debate. That's it, folks. That's the end of the shooting phase. It is the morale phase now. I cannot unfortunately charge. I feel like Ishrak Jalid should be allowed to, but it is not the rules. So
It's not the rules, you are correct.
So what are you going to do, Chef?
Right, so I mean, he's lost 15 mates this turn.
Yes.
His leadership is either 7 or 1.
Yes.
Now, if I spend 2 command points, it would be... I mean, it would be the Orky way to just keep charging in.
You dare to charge Ishrak Jalid again?
You know what? This one is going to... Because he's an Orc, so he's not running away. He's just coming back to fight again.
Right.
But he's going to cut... This one, I can tell, is going to be the lad that Iain makes for a war trike. Because he's tasted the blood of the Tallarn leadership, and he's now going to come back bigger and better.
Nonsense, I say. Nonsense. Ishrak
He's
Jalid
going to run away.
forced him to run. He was fearful in the face of such valiant and defiant behaviour from Ishrak. Nonetheless, it is unfortunately Ork's turn 3 next, and it's cramping time. It's coming up next. Folks, it's cramping time. It's turn 3. Trucks move this way. This one's reversing. He said something very insulting to me off camera. Something about reversing over Ishrak.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. No. Okay, and meanwhile over here, this truck has also reversed because the boys inside are looking at dealing with the veterans, because the tactical genius of the Tallarn are sitting here on the primary objective worth 4 command points, and the weird boy realises that he's been out-cunninged, as he would say, by the Tallarn. So he's running back to try and do a smite there. But before that, we will have to survive some shooting. So let's see what happens. It's coming up
Psychic
next.
phase first.
Ah, yes, of course. Well, let's just do that as a summary, in fact.
We're just going to zap,
Because it's a single smite. It goes off. It's D3 mortal wounds. It's 2. 2 of the guardsmen are slain. Now, what I'm going to do is be very cheeky and remove these 2, Chef.
The plasma as well?
Well, I'm going to check the range, but if I can get out of 18 of those trucks, it would please me greatly. It's the tractor cannon now at the Chimera. Sadly, removing that plasma gun he would have still been in range. So my cheeky tactics failed me. But here we go. Tractor cannon, rolling to hit.
I hit.
Okay,
Freeze to wound.
rolling to wound.
It's a wound.
I don't know, I think I'm toughness 8.
-2.
Oh, it's a fail save. Okay.
D6 damage.
Now I've only got 4 wounds left on
You
that
do.
one. Oh no! No, the Chimera is destroyed.
Does it
Okay.
explode?
Does it? Well, no, it doesn't. Okay. Next up, this tractor cannon now is firing at this Leman Russ here on the left. Rolling to hit.
I hit.
Rolling to wound.
Falls. No.
Okay. The burners now. Leman Russ still slightly closer than Ishrak, so firing at the Leman Russ.
So 10 times 2 shots.
So 20 hits.
So
Your strength is 4 though, right?
yeah, it's only 4.
So it is 6 to wound.
I'll
Okay.
just roll this twice because I've got 10 here.
Okay. Oh, 3 wounds there. Re-rolling.
5 wounds.
5
in total.
wounds. That's not very nice.
Very good.
Right. Imperial armor will protect us. 2 wounds go through. 7 left. Both Leman Russ on 7 apiece now. What's happening here, Chef? What's going on there?
Can't see through that gap there.
No,
so-
you can't see anything.
Everything will from here will fire into them.
Okay.
So I'll just do the big shooter.
Yep.
1 hit, 1 is daka,
Yep.
which gives me nothing.
Okay.
These are 5s to wound. 2 wounds.
What is going on here? That's what I want to know. 2 saves.
And then the shooters themselves.
Okay.
So 20 shots. I've got 15. That is 20.
There's 3 6s there. 1 5.
Okay, so 3 dakas. Gives me an extra 2 hits.
Okay.
And then 6s again, because they're only strength 4.
Nothing.
Nada, that's
Okay.
fine.
You're making me nervous, all this firepower. What next?
Big shooter here at them.
Big shooter. What? No, not my precious special weapons team.
Kill cannon at him.
Okay, if you insist.
Big shooter.
Big shooter. Big nothing. Okay.
Big nut.
Kill cannon.
Kill cannon. So D6 shots.
Oh, it's 5 again. Stop it.
5s and 6s.
Ugh, 3 hits.
3 dakas as
Oh
well.
dear.
Come here. Another hit.
4 hits in total there.
4s to wound.
Hopefully,
1
one wound.
minus 2
Okay,
2
come on.
damage.
Ah, failed save. 2 damage, you say?
2 damage.
Right, I'm degraded now.
That's good.
Okay.
What we want to hear.
I don't like that.
Well, good.
Okay.
We're going to do the big shooter skimming just past here onto them.
Okay, onto special weapon team.
2 hits, no daka,
Okay.
and 2 wounds, no minuses.
2 wounds. 2
that's
saves. Okay.
And then we're going to do all of the shots over
The
there.
veteran squads. Okay. So 2 of the veterans are already killed because of smite. And we survive. Keep that plasma alive. Keep the hopes alive for the Tallarn.
Alright, 1. Yep, 20 shots.
So that's very good. Well, for orcs.
Yes.
So an extra 3 shots, which gives me an extra 1 hit.
Okay. 3.
3 to wound.
So
6 wounds.
6. Ouch. Okay.
No minuses.
6 wounds here.
Ooh, very good.
Do
though.
well. I
Well,
passed
no, it's
2.
average, actually.
Yes. So 4 killed. So you have killed 6 this round. It's nasty. This is it, team. We're in the charge phase. Truck is charging the Leman Russ.
It is.
Heavy bolter shots.
Dude. Get it stacked up.
Let's destroy this truck in Overwatch. Be glorious. 1 hits. 1 wound, sir.
Yeah, toughness 6. I have 4 up save. So no.
So
it's
no.
fine.
Okay. So 1 wound down.
Yep, I'm down to 9.
Then we have D6 battle cannon rounds. It is 5.
Nice.
Right. Let's do a Lawrence here. It's 2 hits. It's a Lawrence.
Toughness 6.
Okay. It's 2 wounds.
Okay. So 6 up save.
Oh, he's made 1.
Okay.
Oh, D3.
Damage.
What? I've drawn all that. Okay, so there we go. Not significant
charge.
damage.
Is enough.
It is enough, yep, just to tag it.
Yep.
Exactly. Okay. And what about this battle wagon?
He is going to. I'm going to use the ramming speed stratagem and charge.
Ishrak Jalid?
Yes.
How dare you, sir?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Like this. I'm going to do this.
Okay.
Down to 2 command points.
6.
So it's 3d6 charge.
You're going to fail that charge.
Not with that.
Oh, no, come on. I'll survive it.
D3 mortal wounds.
No, you have to roll a 2+ first.
Oh, 2+, yeah, no.
No.
Correct. Oh, it's a good way. D3 mortal wounds.
He's got. Come on, this right to lead. He will survive! Yes!
Do I command point it? No, I don't. No, I don't.
I've got 2 wounds left there, Chef.
I'm not going to be that guy.
Oh no. 2 wounds left. Your first and last mistake.
So I'd go within an inch there.
Okay. So that's charges then, isn't it?
Yeah, they're not going to charge anything. He's not going to charge anything.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, so it's Fight Phase coming up next. We're opening with the truck here with the Wrecking Ball.
So hitting on 5s as normal. That is
One
one
hit.
hit. It's +2 strength, so that makes it strength 8.
Okay.
-1, 2 damage.
Very nice.
Ah, okay. Never mind.
Okay, so failed to wounds.
And then the 6 attacks on Jalid.
Okay.
So again, the death roller would have been really nice here, although
Yeah.
it would have been on the front. So 6 attacks hitting on 5s.
Impossible.
2 hit.
Wounding on 2s.
No.
I'm not going to reroll it because you still have your normal save against it.
Okay. Well, not that you will wound me anyway. Oh.
I should have rerolled it.
1 wound left,
You're
Chef.
just getting run over.
But Jalid survives. Right, it is now my attacks back.
Yeah.
5 attacks with the Desert Claw.
Yeah.
How dare you? 4 hits.
Toughness 7.
Toughness 7.
6 is
Nonsense. 1 wound with the Desert Claw.
Minus what?
Flat damage 5.
I think it is damage 2.
I think it is actually damage 2. It is minus 3 though.
Yeah.
This is the Desert Claw, Chef.
Yeah, -3. So I'm down to 11 wounds.
That's right, you are. Okay, scum. Okay, so this battle wagon attempting to reverse over the most noble of warlords.
I know, but
is
that's-
Lid. It is very orky though, isn't it?
Of course it is.
Okay, now my Lehman Russ will attack you back.
He's not
attack?
degraded, so yeah. No.
No, okay. So that is the turn. However, I've got a morale check.
Yes, you do.
So I would like a fat 1 here. Oh! Well, I can re-roll
Why?
because Hazik's there.
No!
Yes.
They don't just get reroll.
It's Lieutenant Ahmed Hazik is there.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Oh no! What does that mean? Right, you
so
lost. You've killed 6.
I killed 6, so your leadership is. I want to say it's 7. for a veteran.
No, I'm a veteran. How dare you, sir? It's leadership 9.
Leadership 17, right? You're a unit
I'm
of
checking the
orcs.
veterans rules here. These are the Jackals. Surely
Where are they? Where are they? Veterans?
they're an elite unit.
They're very hard to find, apparently.
Well,
Leadership 7 with the sergeant.
so I've lost.
You
So
lost 6 and you rolled.
I rolled a 5.
so that's
effectively
11.
on 11, -8, minus 7.
It's 4. It's 4 left.
But
That's horrific.
Hazik is left by himself.
Where'd everyone go?
This is the last stand of the Tallarn. It's a turn 4 summary. We will destroy this battle wagon for insulting us, and we will try and defend our home objective. Meanwhile, Ahmed Hazik out in no man's land by himself, hiding behind the wall there, holding the primary objective. What a beast. I'm going to go straight into orders now. I'm going to order myself to get back in the fight.
Yep.
I'm going to order them to take aim.
Yep.
I'm immediately going to open up, Chef, with these 2 on your battle wagon.
Proceed.
That is 2d6 automatic hits from the heavy flamer. That's 5 automatic hits. To wound you, sir. That's 1 wound, sir. That's another wound. The multi-lasers now. 3, 4, 5, 6 shots. Okay. What is the toughness of the battle wagon?
7.
8, 7.
It's toughness 7. It's toughness 8 if you give it the hard top, which makes
Right.
it non-open top, which
Right.
means my flames wouldn't be shooting out.
Okay, it's another wound.
Wound.
It's another wound.
It is literally another wound.
Okay. We will now overcharge our plasma. Rapid fire. That's right, we're overcharging because they've got take aim on there, Chef.
Yeah, that's true.
So 1, 2, 3.
Do you want to do them separately just in case?
Yes, let's do them separately. The first. Both hits.
no,
one hits, forgive me, because it's a special weapon team. The second. 1 hits. The third. Re-rolling. 4 hits, Chef.
Yep. So
3s.
Yep.
That's 4 wounds, Chef, with no save. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Tallarn. And as was always appropriate, the 1 wound left battle wagon, Almet Hazik, raises his plasma pistol and puts an end to you.
As was thought.
Xenos Scum hits. Xenos Scum wounds. And he destroys the
That's
battle
amazing.
wagon. So cool. Almet Hazik, what a hero.
That's what I get for not re-rolling the mortal wounds on him.
Yeah.
So we've got 10 burners inside.
Yeah, they all die. 10 ones.
2 ones.
2 ones.
So
Okay.
8 of them, and then do I explode?
No. Oh!
It's the orky thing to do. I'm
No!
on point.
No!
Down to
No!
1.
Not like this.
Not like this.
Not like this.
Gonna press the big red button, boss.
Oh! He tried!
It was so close.
But we were defiant in the face of this foul tyranny. We have crushed the battle wagon. And now the Lehman Russ fires upon the remaining burner boys. 9 heavy bolter shots and firing twice with the battle cannon. 9 heavy bolters. Now he is hitting on 5s, so well that was a rubbish roll anyway. Does kill 1. Oh sorry,
Oh, yeah, no, he does
so
kill 1.
he's
Yeah,
-1,
no,
isn't he? Yes.
I still only have a 6.
Okay, then 2d6 battle cannon shots. It's only 5. Oh, I could have done with more there. Oh, no hits. He's whiffed big time. That's unfortunate. Nothing I can do about it. However, no, I wouldn't even bother charging.
Not with that Overwatch.
Oh, grim. Well, the Chimeras could charge you.
This is true. You'd have the Overwatch, and I am -2 in combat though. With the burners, they turn their, they flip it. They flip the nozzle.
No, I don't like that. Okay, all right. Well, we'll leave it as it is. Now, it's the morale phase.
Yep, I lost 3 this turn.
Yes.
Leadership is 7 with the knob in there, or the mechanic. I
Yes.
think. Oh, I don't know if the mechanic's leadership 7 actually, because I don't get knobs. I get mechanics. Leadership 6, Spanner Boy. That's it. Right. So that means that I've lost 3. Okay.
He's only rolled a 2. He's okay. There's no issues there. With a defiant last stand, it is now Ork's turn 4. This could be painful. Let's see what happens. This is it. It's turn 4. It's a summary. It's crumping time. The burner boys have gotten up onto this bit of scrap here, the scrap sheds. The special weapon team looking in peril. Trucks, or rather truck has moved forward here. Don't forget there's 10 shooter boys in there too. Meanwhile over here, the reverse has continued. Almet Hazik is in peril. The weird boy has advanced and can just see him round the corner. Cheating, I say. This is a summary. We're going right into Psychic.
Psychic phase. Smite.
Smite.
It goes off.
Goes off. Oh, yuck. Okay, so I've only got 1 wound left on Almet Hazik, but we are still standing. Next.
Shooting.
The shooting.
Big shooter is going to shoot through this gap at this unit here.
Okay, so that's a big shooter from the truck here now.
Actually, no, we'll start with the burners.
Okay,
Let's
burners.
See what they do. So D3 times. Oh, only
Just
the
the 1.
shots.
And they're firing at the special weapon team?
Yes, they are. They're closer to them.
Okay.
And I just, yeah.
Alright.
It's 5 wounds though.
5 wounds. Okay, 3, 4, 5. Come on now. Oh, 5 slain brutally.
So I won't need to do because leadership's 6. If you roll a 1, I suppose. Well, I can't. It doesn't matter. You know what? The big shooter's going to shoot at Hazid. Is it Hazid over there?
Hazik, yes, that's
Hazik.
right. So firing at Hazik.
With the big shooter.
Yes.
That is 1 hit. 1 wound.
Oh, Hazik! Oh no, he falls! Oh no, what a shame. He's only wounded. He'll return, I'm sure.
On the basis of that, then the big shooters are going to shoot at the damaged Chimera.
Yeah.
Not the big shooters, the shooter boys are going to shoot at the damaged Chimera.
Okay.
It's 5, 10, 20.
Lots of shots here from the Orks.
1 Daka, 2 Daka, 1, 2, 3, 5 hits.
The extra 2 for Daka. Gets me an extra 2 hits.
Ouch.
It builds up.
It
You
does?
don't think it...
You underestimate
It
it.
doesn't seem like much on paper, but it builds up. I mean, I only do 2 wounds from all that, but it's
Okay.
still
That's on which the Chimera.
the damage chimera. Yeah, that's all they can shoot now.
Both saved, Chef.
Cool, that's fine. So this one, what did we say he could see?
Right, the tractor cannon over here. He can see this Lehman Russ
He can see
just,
that one.
but he can't see that one.
Okay. Is he in range?
Ooh.
I don't know if he is, to be honest.
Can you? I
Let
can.
me go round.
All right, he's going round.
We'll come back.
This is on camera. We'll come back. No, I've checked. He is in range. Can't deny him that he's in range. Okay, right. Roll to hit.
I hit.
Roll to wound.
4s. It's a 4.
Okay,
-2.
right. No, Chef.
Damage is D6. He
Not
has
like
5
this.
wounds remaining.
Not like this.
Oh, come on, point it! It's my last one!
Yes, I do.
Yeah, he's got 2. He's not No. No. Does it blow up?
Oh.
And now this tractor cannon will fire at this Lehman Russ, folks. Oh dear. Here we go. Roll to hit.
A hit.
Roll to wound.
It's a wound.
Stop wounding, Chef.
They're doing very well.
Stop wounding. No.
Damage.
5.
Gosh.
It's only 2 wounds left.
Now I've been rolling way above average for them, but my god, they're good.
Okay. What else have you got? You've got the truck. You got the
I've
shooter
got the truck and
boys.
the shooter boys, yeah. So big shooter is going to go into this
Okay.
with an extra shot. No.
Okay.
Ooh. Doesn't wound.
No
And then
wounds.
the shooters, I'm gonna fire into. Yeah, the same thing, I think. Just try
Okay.
and get it down.
Only 2 wounds on that
That's
Russ.
what I mean.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna roll this twice.
Okay.
I've got the 10. So 4 hits with an extra 2. So 5 hits so far.
Okay.
6, 7, 8 hits.
8 hits, he says.
6 is to wound again. 2 wounds.
It's 1 for each
Yep.
wound he's got left. He makes both. Do you have anything else?
No, that is it for shooting.
Okay, so it's charge phase coming up next. We're in the charge phase. Who is charging
We're going to
first?
start with this truck on this lad here.
Okay, let's truck against him. Right, can you make the charge? It's a big old charge there,
It's
Chef.
a big charge.
Controversial.
In fact, I'm gonna do it on both. It's a
Looks like you need a 13 on 2 dice.
that's an 11 for him, and it is a 12 for him.
Okay, so he's going to charge both. Would you like to make the charge roll first, sir? You
I
failed.
don't know. Here we go.
Okay,
Ah.
multi-lasers. 1 hit. No wounds. Okay.
Worth it to
Any
try.
other charges?
Yes. On all
Okay,
3.
On all 3. I'm going to overcharge. No, wait, because
Yeah,
it's
you
pointless. No, no. It's 2 rapid fire plasma. 1 hits. I kill you on the way in, you scum. Ishrak Jalid.
No.
Oh, okay. The heavy bolters. 3. 6. 3 more dice, please, Chef.
All 3.
That's 2 hits. We kill another on the way in.
Yes, you do. Yep.
Okay.
The heavy battle cannon.
D6 shots. 4. We kill another on the way in, Chef.
Sure.
Significant.
It is.
Now, will you make a charge?
Yes.
Okay.
So you go to there. You go to here. You go there. And you go there.
Okay, are there any other charges? Chuck into them.
Yep.
2d6 heavy flamer hits. It's 11,
This
2,
one, horribly wrong.
4, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Top is 6.
10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds there at -1.
Oh yeah.
Fails all of them.
Down to 4.
Multi-lasers. Come on, let's finish this off. 1 hit. 1 wound. It's another 1 down. It's got 3 wounds left.
Gonna make the charge. That is a 8.
That will tag both.
Dunk.
Ouch. It's tagged both. Oh dear. Okay, fight phase coming up next. We're in the fight phase. One burner boy against the plasma gun. He hits once. He fails to wound. One burner boy against the Lehman Russ. He hits twice. Uh-oh. He wounds once.
Strength 4. -2.
Makes his save. What a beast. And the 2 against Ishrak.
I will kill him!
You will not. 3 hits. Pathetic. To wound, sir.
1.
Only. Oh my god! No! He's got 1 wound left. Ishrak Jalid draws the claw of the desert tigers.
Not like this.
And his refractor field will save him. Yes! No! 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 Not like this. Now it's a truck. Unfortunately, that will slay the warlords against the 2 Chimera.
Right. I'm down to the second profile because I've got 3 wounds left, so I've got D3 attacks. So 2.
This is all on the damaged one.
Yes.
I'm only at strength 5 now, but the wrecking ball is +2. But I still need 5s to hit, so 5s, 1 hit, and I need. So weirdly, if you were a goth,
Yes.
that would make you roll an extra attack
Yes.
because
I
it
see.
applies to
That's
all
right.
things. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yes.
So
you came in like a wrecking ball.
yeah,
You've got a hit.
Strength 7, so 4s. It's a wound at -1, 2 damage.
Wound at -1, 2 damage. Just like Miley Cyrus.
What?
Failed the save, chef.
Okay.
Insult to injury there. You did come in like a wrecking ball. It was a hit song, and it was a damaging hit against the Chimera.
Yeah.
We now have
All of your attacks back.
the single special
yeah.
weapon to avenge.
He hits. He doesn't.
No. The Lehman Russ. I think I've only got 1 attack left. It's a miss anyway. These 2.
Yeah, they're 3 attacks.
6 attacks then?
Yeah.
No hits. At this point, chef, I am going to not concede, but Ishrak Jalid, he was wounded here, and the special weapon valiantly throws himself in front of the Orks so that Ishrak can consolidate his position. And the Lehman Russ falls back and he uses it as cover. And as you try and attack us, we actually kill you with all of our shooting.
Right.
And we remove ourselves from the village, and then we come in several hours later with a very large orbital bombardment, and you all die.
I mean, that sounds like conceding to me.
Goodbye, chef. And so it was that fire rained down upon the desert, and the Orks' skin was flayed from their bones as...
I mean, they actually found it quite refreshing. And the Pain Boy was just like, that's a lot of new stuff that I get to do, guys.
Yeah.
Well,
That was a really fun game.
that was actually very fun. Yeah.
Really fun game. So, I mean, look, Orks, all jokes aside, so of course the Tallarn have lost.
Jokes aside?
All jokes aside,
No, it doesn't work. No.
kind of.
No.
So, there's no point continuing there. He would have that 4-point objective for sure. And I didn't really have enough. I couldn't really fire back because he had tagged me, and so that was it. Really.
Yeah, I mean, I still had the 10 shooters inside the truck as well. So, I mean, it would have just kept going out. The tractor cannons would just keep pumping it into them.
Yes.
I had those lads over there as well. So the Weird Boy would have gone back to claim the home objective. He would have stayed there within range of that, and I had last turn as well because I went second.
Oh yeah.
And
There's
the
no
truck would have
doubt.
gone. So I would have had at least the 5 to
If
your
that
1.
other Russ had survived, because you couldn't have tagged that one, then it could have been interesting.
Yeah. I mean, he was weakened.
I was playing a bit of a fool's game, but it was possible to win. It was possible to steal victory from the jaws of defeats. Now, having said that, really cool to see the flavour back in the Orks. Perhaps in a way that's never been done before. These clans are really, really cool. Granted, we had like formations and stuff in 7th edition, but it feels, the Orky stuff, they are fun to play.
Yeah.
And obviously the Astra Militarum, if you're an Astra Militarum fan, this obviously wasn't the nastiest list. I mean, I took Chimeras for a start. No one takes them.
No one takes
and
them.
I took Rough Riders.
Yeah.
But they were so fun.
Yeah.
We saw the Spheres of Tallarn.
Yeah, and it's thematic for the setting that we have.
Yes.
It's a theme. It's a good theme for the army. And again, like this Ork army, I mean, at the end of it, it's been pretty brutalized.
Yeah,
against
I mean, it was
a
interesting.
non-optimized lists.
Yes.
So I mean.
But yours wasn't the most. I mean, as Orks go, there was looking through the book. Look through it quite a bit now. There's some really nasty stuff that you can do if you do want to go down the competitive path.
Yeah,
for certain. I mean, the tractor cannons are really good. Now, you were rolling over.
I was rolling very well for them.
You were, but remember, again,
most armies aren't going to have
toughness 8 vehicles.
No, but even against the toughness 7, that's just roll a 3.
Yeah,
they fail a 5 up save.
Taking out a whole roll out of the game.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not sure. Like, I think it is just one shot. Do you think it's too much?
I think it's a mistake, and it's meant to be automatically hits vehicles with the fly keyword. I personally think it's a mistake.
Look, I'm not convinced. I don't think it's. I think that they should have something good. They needed something.
Well, that's the thing. They've got plenty of good things. It's just this. I would have thought, if it was like it automatically hits vehicles with the fly keyword against all other targets is -1 to hit. All of a sudden, I would not have been doing nearly as much from turn 1 because I would have been going, well, I need 5s to hit you.
Yes, this is true, but then that wouldn't have been as fun, would it?
No, I know, but it's just, it's, I mean...
Look, I know what you mean. Look, I guess the thing for me is with the tractor cannon is that they are so good that I don't see why I wouldn't take them, so it becomes like a bit of an obvious choice. So I suppose in that respect, maybe they are too good, but I don't know. I mean, I think they might be just about right.
I think that I'm not convinced. I'm sold on them 100%.
What if they went up to like 55 points?
I think that would be a little bit more reasonable, but I mean, it's still like
it's just one shot. Chef.
No, I know, but it's the fact that it's that one shot that automatically hits.
It's a very good shot. I mean, the problem
this is the problem. Against their standard target, it's going to be flyers. So those flyers, you're going to be wounding on 3s, and they've got a save of
5
more
up.
likely
say
5 up.
Average flyer probably does have a 3
So you're going to
save.
need 3 or 4 to get 1 flyer a turn. Now, I was rolling way above average.
You were rolling above average.
Like, I was
but
rolling
this is
real
my point. You need 3 or 4 to reliably take out 1 flyer. I mean, I don't think that's...
No, that's not too
crazy.
bad. But then it's the sheer fact that now you go, it becomes a no-brainer in the fact that, well, I mean, I could take these in case someone brings a flyer. Oh, someone hasn't brought a flyer. Doesn't matter, I hit automatically anyway.
Well, you've got... I mean, look, as an Ork player, I would rejoice because you've actually got some pretty reliable anti-tank there.
Which is great.
For the first time ever.
Yeah,
which supports your boys as you're going across the board.
That is true.
I mean, if you were doing something like 90 boys, which is how I would build probably the majority of my Ork armies.
We've been doing a lot of list building.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So, I mean, we're doing like a hardcore Ork match. As soon as the studio walks are ready, I'll do a tactical report over On Demand, where we can do a bit more of a competitive one if you like.
I just want to see the scrapjets in action.
Yes.
They're so good.
Yes. The
and they're so cool.
are really good. They are really good. I mean, only 110 points actually.
Yeah.
For what you get.
They pump out a lot of, again, that anti-tank firepower. And okay, it's only hitting on 5s, but there's a lot of shots. It's all rockets, so it's all flat free damage, which is really good.
Yeah. They've
got Daka. The guy,
they look really good.
The Ork is a grounded flyboy who doesn't have enough teeth to repair his Daka, his Daka jet, but he just carries on wearing his flight cap and his leathers and his scarf flying out.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
He's an absolute
But
beast.
then, it's good in combat as well.
Yeah, it's got good duality. It does a bit of everything. I quite
Synergizes
like
nicely with the Evil Sons, with the new Warp Trike, because...
Look, I'm a fan of Evil Sons. Now, obviously, we're the studio army is an Ork clan neutral army, so we'll be able to do everything... sort of represent any of the clans, which is going to be fun. But I still rate Evil Sons very high.
I think
they're one of the best ones. I actually do.
I think a lot of people are going to go for Blood Axes first.
Yeah, I get that.
And that's because the +1 cover army wide over 18 inches is very strong, actually.
It is.
And it almost negates the need to have the custom force. And now there's a very nice stratagem. It's 3 command points. It makes it 18-inch bubble.
Yeah.
You do it at the start of the battle round. But I never found the need to do it in this game.
Yeah.
But that means that, essentially first turn, you can go, well, I'm Blood Axes. Everyone's got a 5-up save.
Yeah.
It's not an invuln, sure.
No.
But it's still giving you a lot more survivability than normal.
What I would prefer, though, is speed. Because I know if I don't get first turn, I'm going to do prepared stratagems. Position anyway.
And
so...
That's
the way I look at it.
Yeah. I did it, and I had the 7...
Yeah,
command points, and it's still
you know, I was hoping to get the unstoppable green tide stratagem off.
Yeah, that's what you're saving his points.
That's
for.
what I was saving the free
We
command
were hoping
points
to
for.
show you guys, but
Yeah, which is a shame. But you know, it didn't happen. You played it right because you knew it was coming, and it is something that I think is going to change a lot of people's strategies with orcs. Because if you leave just one boy alive, they can tide of traitors.
Yeah, and this is
on
why
your board edge.
I would definitely run 90 boys. Because it just sort of guarantees I've got that little trick up my sleeve, you know.
Well, those other boys can use the leadership of the
also,
boys.
it's very
around them.
thematic.
Yeah,
It's got
it
lots
is.
of boys.
Yeah,
It looks cool.
I think, you know, lots of boys, like the war bikes, you know, I mean, I know that one unit died, but that unit over here, you know, they held that flank for 2 turns.
Yeah, and they're fast.
Just from the
resilient.
Danker
You know,
as
the
well.
-1 to hit as well with the fumes there, the exhaust cloud or whatever they call it.
There's lots of cool things that orcs can do, and there's lots of really nifty things. There's a brilliant stratagem that I was also hoping to see get used today, just because I knew it was because when Lawrence was getting the list out, and I was like, there's lots of tanks, and it's just called loot 'em. And if an enemy vehicle dies within 3 inches of an orc infantry unit, you can spend a command point to loot the armor plate. You just get +1 armor save for the rest of the game because they're just so loaded with scrap, and it's like that's awesome. That's so cool. It's not going to come up very often. It's a toolkit stratagem, but it's fun. But there are some stratagems which are like, you know, your standard. I spend 3 command points, I attack again. Which, if you get 30 orc boys in turn 1,
which is what I'm sort of, you know, you can really propel yourself forward in a nasty way.
Which Evil Sons does lend itself to. I think you'll see Blood Axes a lot to begin with, because I think a lot of people are going to be drawn in by the cover save and the fallback charge, which would have been really nice here in some instances, but then for the most part you were the one falling back. But I think the Evil Sons, like the extra inches of movement, the extra charge,
Can't underestimate it. You cannot underestimate
it. Adds up.
it.
It's like the Daka Daka roll.
And you're still primarily a fight phase active army.
Sure.
So you want to be in combat, and you want to be there quick.
Yeah.
You know, it says it all. But look, hope you guys enjoyed that. Chef, what an epic game.
It was very fun.
A pleasure having you back on.
Good to be back, as always.
No doubt we'll see you again with some rants very, very soon. Until next time.
Well, I imagine next time may very well be chapter approved. Depends if, because at the time of filming this, it's sort of obviously, you know, a week before the Ork Codex, so we're coming to the end of October, going into November.
Yeah, well, we will. I mean, it's not far till December, is it? We should be getting chapter approved in December.
Probably get another game in between them, but I'll try. I'm going to try and tone down the rants until chapter approved, because then it gives us about 4 hours of material to work with.
That's right. And also, to be fair, we might go, you know what, Games Workshop, you legends, you've prepared for chapter approved, and you've nailed it.
I hope so.
Yeah, so do I. So we'll see, right? So guys, until next time, this has been the Spider and the Chef. The Desert Spear. The Tallarn will return. And unfortunately, they won't return to this village because you were all killed in that bombardment. But hey, what are you going to do?
No.
Until next time, see you soon.
Honestly.